listening to Sunday Bloody Sunday
on the Everything Swallow podcast.
Okay. We can start whatever you want to do.
Well, I would say good morning instead of Bloody Mary Sunday. We're having
I don't need.
what is it? Coronita. Coronita Sunday, and that's even better. Except for me, I'm not. I'm drinking pink champagne because tequila makes me Mexican strong. That's not a good look for me, so I try to stay away from it. But we're here today, this morning, with our good friends Josh and Johnny. Hi, guys.
Hey, good morning.
I'm glad you came on. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
we'll pound those first drinks. We'll get the monkey bread out of the oven, right?
Yeah.
Early this morning.
You're at the revolving EverythingSwallow podcast table.
Yeah,
It's just the revolving door. It's awesome.
Absolutely. That's what Sean's mom said when she came back.
Yeah.
She was like, this place is way busier than it was before. And I was like, yeah, it is. It is way busier. When he had the job, you know, it's like we didn't do anything. Nothing. We just sat and waited for the next day to come. And now, we're like in a marathon.
We are. All right, we good?
I'm scooting closer. Yeah.
Yes. Cool. A little closer. You guys are good?
That's my mic normally.
Yeah.
This is normally his mic.
Right.
And I like mine better.
So that mic, you kind of need to be a little closer to it to kind of get it. And that mic just picks up.
That would have
the
been
whole
perfect
room.
for me. I'm a sloucher.
Yeah?
Man, we'll slouch
Well, you're
that
tired
way.
too. Right.
Slouch in towards each other.
into
I usually
Johnny's
do.
lap.
What?
It's usually done.
Yeah, right. Offered to share a chair, but you can't wear pants if you share that
Yeah.
chair.
Yeah, Marlon might show up too for drinks.
Okay. Marlon's our neighbor. He's our new best friend.
The one spoke of but never heard.
Yeah, you just moved your mic. Yeah. Yeah, he's so awesome. He's the one who built the thing in the back corner that he won't tell me what's in there. But,
We met him
That's a secret.
at your barbecue.
all right.
That guy has, yeah,
We had a barbecue?
Yeah.
this summer.
Yeah. Was it the model barbecue or was it the MS barbecue?
Oh,
I don't know either. I don't remember.
One of them we went to.
Right. You know, you guys could have been at both of them. I don't remember.
and we were just watching him with the ladies.
Oh, God, right? He's so friendly. He's so freaking funny. So, like, we're doing Western Welcome Week, right? I'm doing it. Sean and him come over to pick me up. And there's this little lady, Judy, that, like, works part-time with us in the office, right? She's so awesome. She's very liberated. She's very open to things. And he comes in, and he's, like, flirting with her, putting his arm around her. And she's just like, oh, After it's all over and done with, we're sitting here one night, and the phone rings, and he's like, I don't know who that is. Lets it go, gets the message. It's Judy's husband, Bob. Hey, we got an offer you can't refuse. Call us.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we're like, oh,
what an offer.
your friendly groping landed you some granny fanny. It wasn't true. They just gave him peaches.
Yeah, but it was more fun.
But not those kind of peaches.
Yeah.
Peaches. Yeah, it was super fun, man. It was super fun.
They are very progressive, though.
They are. They're.
Yeah. Very progressive couple.
I don't even know how old they are. But
100.
They are. Yeah, they're probably in their late 70s, mid 70s.
Oh, at least.
Nice
Yeah,
hair.
at least.
And they are active. They hike.
Oh, yeah.
They just went and did the gun where you go through like the obstacle course. They just went and took a class like that.
It's like a training where they got, the alien pops up or the old lady pops up or the bad guy pops
right.
up. You got to shoot the right one.
I was thinking
The old
people
lady.
doing like a SWAT, like a little SWAT exercise.
But yeah,
Like that, yeah.
Where you
Totally.
go through and and you have.
I'm thinking the scene in Men in Black with Will Smith when they're going through the obstacle
yeah.
and the alien pops up and he doesn't shoot the alien because he's like, what the hell is the alien just chilling in the bus station for?
Yeah, always remember shoot the little girl.
Yeah, and so he shot that little girl. I said, what shit is she out here at night? Something up with that. Yeah, that's what I imagine they did.
That's funny. What are you guys doing today?
Recuperating. I actually took my nephew for his birthday to see Darcy Lynn. There we go.
What is
Last
that?
night. That girl that I'm going to pronounce this wrong.
She's
Ventriloquist?
a ventriloquist who won America's Got Talent.
Oh, the little blonde?
Yeah.
Awesome. She was really good.
Yeah.
Was she good last night?
She has a voice. I think she'll definitely come out with like albums once she drops the puppets.
Puppet.
But I didn't understand this because my nephew is turning 15, and little did I know, this is his celebrity crush. So at first I was like, this is what I want to see. I'm like, are you serious? Because he's kind of like, it's not his thing. He's like a gamer guy,
Right.
and I was like, well, I'm gonna feel like a pedophile just
Here at this
watching
event.
this little girl. Then
Yeah.
he's like, well, I'm not. Like she's like 14 and I'm 14, and I'm like,
Ah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, tickets bought.
Yep. He's
Let's go.
Did he just sit there with hearts in his eyes?
He said he wasn't, but he was dazed.
Yeah.
So it's something with our family. Our first crushes are always blonde.
Really? Interesting.
Mine.
So you learn better.
What was that girl's name? And Alex Mack, Nickelodeon. Oh, you're younger than me. Never mind.
Alex Mack.
I know the
like,
show. I just
oh,
don't remember
it's
her
not.
name.
We
Yeah,
watched
10 things
a lot
about
of-
10 things about you.
Okay.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, okay.
10 things.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I didn't know
The
what you're
Secret
talking
World of
mine.
Alex Mack.
Yes. You're looking at it.
That was
Yeah.
your crush?
That was my crush at his age.
about. Blonde.
So if somebody
it.
were to tell me like, "Hey,
Yeah.
would you want to go see her?" I'll be like, "Oh yeah."
Yes.
Even though I don't understand her, like I'll just stare at her.
Yeah. I'm this
She's
much
very
closer.
tomboy.
I'm this much closer.
And Alex
to-
Mack, but like she got very girly when she got older. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and then
That was Mac was just a tomboy.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah,
she
that's
has special
But
powers.
still.
Who's your crush?
Was Sable from WWF. I'd watch it with my grandpa.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you showed
you
me
know,
that
I'd
one.
probably go wrestling too. I'd take the Rock.
The Rock,
I like him.
Sable. Bum,
climb
bum.
him.
Oh, she's blonde as well.
Yep.
Bow. Maybe all first crushes are blonde because mine was Drew Barrymore. She was blonde, and but that was when we were both 10. Her and I, and
Yeah.
E.T. When I fell in love with her and E.T.
I don't know who my first crush would have been.
Yeah.
Probably Johnny Depp because that's like 21 Jump Street was out and he's so cute. But I always went dark. And then I ended up marrying a blonde because I was like, blondes, no blondes for me. But now Sean, he's super blonde now.
I am. I need to become more blonde.
We gotta re-blonde you.
Got to get that
Anybody
platinum.
want this?
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see you guys. We haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a barbecue.
Yeah, the Halloween party's gonna be excited.
You guys
Can't
have your
wait for that.
costumes?
Yep, we're ready to go.
Someone sent me a costume I photographed last night. I just remember I saw it right as we were going to sleep.
Who is that for me? Or is that what Sean Corbett's gonna be?
That is his costume.
That's amazing.
I
I'm
love
not
it.
gonna say what it is.
I hope he wears his shorts really tight and high.
Oh, he
We
needs
get
to.
a little
That's the
moose
only way
knuckle
you
You
in.
can
gotta
do
wear
it.
those shorts.
This is our first couple costume.
I know.
We keep on trying to sync it up, but it was always a miss.
Yeah.
One
Last
was always
year,
a-
it was
one
supposed to
was-
be Luigi and Mario. And
Right.
I was Luigi, but he couldn't find the costume.
Yeah.
Everybody's Mario.
Yeah.
I get the hardest one.
Yeah, I'd have been Luigi.
I told him I'd pick Mario,
Yeah.
but he
I
said
oh,
no.
Mario.
Yeah, you're a good Mario. I'll make it the lunch.
You're Mario. I'm Luigi.
But sadly,
Mexico.
ours isn't perverted.
What?
It's cute.
That's okay.
It's really gay.
That's
Yeah.
I can make it perverted because one of the things is detachable. I can just put it in the wrong place.
That's right.
Oh
Ring.
boy.
That happens as the night goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can start out okay. Oh, I gotta check our
Monkey bread.
Monkey bread.
So when you started thinking about costumes, was it easy? Boop. Oh, I know what we're doing. Or did you guys like?
He actually
struggle?
just had the idea.
You just came to you.
Yeah, I was just watching something, and then I saw somebody that looked exactly like him, and I just started laughing. And I just threw it as an idea, and I was just like, this is gonna be it, and I'm gonna wear this. And all of a sudden, like, that's good. I like it.
Yeah. So will we all know as soon as we see it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay,
You'll
cool.
definitely
Don't
know.
tell us. Just like that. Just like Sean's costume. I mean, that's freaking hilarious.
That's awesome.
I don't know how he came up with it because the last time we talked, he had no idea what he was going to do for Halloween, and he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, that's
So
funny.
I still
I have
have
been
my
settled on the dog, a bounty hunter. But as we grow closer, I'm losing my commitment. Not that I don't like the costume, but now I'm thinking maybe I could do something funnier. I could do something weirder, something
I have no idea what I'm
with
gonna
more
wear.
makeup.
I'm gonna pick something out of my costume closet and I'm gonna wear that.
Yeah, this is the first time because we usually struggle a lot, but this time I'm just like, no, we're just gonna make a decision.
Do it.
And yeah, so we're already ready
That's
to go.
usually us. That's usually how
But-
we are.
Yeah.
But this year it's like, I don't even know. Well, everything got turned upside down this year. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like at the last minute, it was like, change in life.
Yep.
And so then it was like, meh, costume. I got some. Fine.
Yeah. Even for me, I mean, I've
I'm
got
not wearing the dick
5
face
up there,
mask.
probably.
Yeah, you have a lot up there.
Yeah.
You have quite a few of them up there. Marlon, we're gonna make him some fun stuff. Sean made him a great steampunk gun.
Yeah.
The other day.
Sweet gun.
With the Nerf gun?
It has
Yeah.
a Nerf gun, yeah.
Yeah,
Made
it's
it
awesome. We
interesting.
should have
Now he
bring it
wants me
over.
to do his salt rifle. Fly.
kills bugs.
That kills flies.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Assault rifle, yeah. But I haven't got to it.
It's been so crazy. Like, just trying to decorate. I mean, literally, it's like, okay, people leave. Oh, I'm going to try to do this one section. You know what I mean? More people are coming. Okay. You know? It's like, okay, again.
Trying to
That's
do
it.
it in between.
Couple
Yeah.
hour spurts, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
it seems-
Marlon said yesterday. What are we doing tomorrow? I was like, it's on the list. I made a list.
Right.
Yeah,
I have
this
a
is going
list.
to be Johnny's first party.
Oh.
This will be my second. And
No.
no, I've seen.
Didn't you come before? Just you.
It was just me.
Yeah.
That was the year that Robert Myers was here.
Yep.
And you had your head
Ace
in my
Ventura.
boobs. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to fucking
Hey,
love
you
it.
remember that?
I do remember
I don't
that.
have to repost that picture.
Oh my god, you repost it,
Dude,
repost it,
put it in the
repost
Halloween.
it.
Put it in the Halloween.
Are you
party.
kidding? We've been friends a long time. I remember all of our adventures.
But with this costume, I just realized people are going to be trying to make me dance.
Yes, and
It has a certain dance to
you
it.
better dance.
And you
gotta
have to.
practice.
You better
does?
practice.
Yes, it does. And I already know.
Oh, I'm not going to
once
know
everybody's
this
gonna be.
costume.
No, you will.
Okay.
Once you see it, it's
You're
a
gonna-
dead
I love
giveaway.
it. I
All you
love
have to
it.
do is start playing the piano, and then you probably have to. Here we go.
I love
Well,
it.
we won't have a piano in the house.
Okay, cool.
Unless you want me to get one.
No.
Just for that occasion,
yeah, I was
yes.
gonna say,
Like, dance, monkey.
What music needs to
Yeah,
play
now
on
I'm
the
now I'm
piano?
just racking my
Might
brain.
just appear in the playlist, and you might just hear it and be like, shit.
Yeah. Right. What theme song do I need to download?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Johnny, text me that later.
Yeah. And we'll have to wait so that way everyone can watch him do it.
Yes.
Just put him on the spot.
Right? Well, we're gonna have an area because Marlon has been practicing the fireballs. You know, like he has the fireballs on the chains that hook
Yeah.
to your fingers. It was really great the first time he showed us. I thought he was gonna fall face first in the street, and he didn't. Thank God. But almost caught himself on fire.
You got to really spin those fireballs to not get burned. That'll
We should
make you
do
dizzy.
something like that. We should find like a stunt man.
Yeah.
Well, he's
And-
bringing his
and-
buddy too.
and just have him like switch out
Right.
without anybody noticing. And catch himself on
he runs around the tree, and then comes out lit on fire. Ah!
I don't know that my renter's insurance covers that. So I like where your head's at. There.
Right?
Just do it off property.
But his friend,
On the street.
yeah, in
Yep.
the street. His friend who was teaching him is coming too, and so he's gonna. I'm sorry, there's a fruit fly flying through the air,
Actually, no, they've been all over the place lately.
all over the place. And we just went and picked up a whole bunch of fruit.
Well,
and
if you got two
vegetables.
fruits here, so
Yeah, that's true.
How dare you say
That would be a great costume too.
Hey, that reminded me of something. I want to say something, and it may be offensive, but I'm going to say it. It's not the N word. Fag hag. Offensive?
no.
Oh.
Okay. What? Now, what's the new one? Fruit fly.
Fruit fly. That so when we were in
No
Lake
offense.
McConaughey, the girl was like, "Oh, I'm a giant fruit fly," and I thought she said, "I have a giant fruit fly," and I said to her, "Where did you get a giant fruit fly?
and why?
Like, is it in a display? Like, what do you mean?" And she's like, "No, I am a giant fruit fly," and I was like, "Okay, I still don't know what you mean," and she's like, "Oh, it's." New for fag hag because fag hag is offensive now, and I thought
To who?
I feel like I still know fag hags. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, no,
That's interesting.
That's not.
I mean, I'm not opposed to fruit
have you
fly.
heard of fruit fly?
Never heard of that.
I
one.
like fruit fly,
Alright.
but would you rather be called a fag or a fruit?
Yeah, either one. Depends on the day.
Okay.
Still like,
Like I'm still like
I'm still out on this.
no, I'm
one.
trying. No, I'm trying to remember. Like, what do they call like moms, like a mom figure?
I don't know.
It says
Mother?
Those aren't
Mother.
no. Those aren't called fag hags, but they're
I don't know. To gay,
I would consider.
guys?
I would consider you one because you're like everybody flocks to you.
I know, right? God, I'm exhausted.
You're like
too.
the mother hen.
Like a mother
I'm
hen.
kidding.
But
Yeah.
then again, I would thought no. Then that would have to be
Offensive.
fag hag. No.
Yeah, no.
Ah.
I think
I don't know.
fag hag is
We're-
like your best girlfriend, your straight girlfriend, right? And then
Yeah.
like I don't know what the mom would be. Can't remember what Brian called, because he had like an older woman that he hung out with, and he called her something. But that was a long time ago. I can't remember. What we call her? It'll come to me. Anyways.
Yeah. Like we
I'm-
don't keep up
I'm
on all
something
these
to
terms or
everybody,
anything.
and I don't even get it. I just share my opinion, and a lot of times I think, oh, that probably offended them, and then they come back, and I'm like, guess not. Not like I try to. I just speak my mind, say what I'm saying, but
Yeah, we're not that. Like we're very outside the community.
yeah. You know what though? I feel like I'm meeting more gay guys that are.
When I was younger, I was more into the gay scene, but
Yeah.
as I got older, I'm like, not my world anymore.
Right.
And I did it because I thought that's what you had to do. And all of
Right.
a sudden, I was like, am I supposed to cringe this much? Like,
Right.
this isn't me. But then again, this is where...
Just feel this uncomfortable and exciting at the same time.
like, can we do this somewhere else? But for me, it was... I find it weird when I hear lifestyle.
Right.
For me, it's not a lifestyle. Like, for me, a lifestyle is, for us, will be like...
Monkey bread.
We're super nerdy.
Yeah.
That's
So you'll
one of
never
your
see any-
characteristics.
Yeah, we'll never see any like pride flags in any of our rooms.
Yeah.
It's all Harry Potter stuff, Star Wars stuff. Like we're super nerds. But yeah,
Like a 14-year-old girl's room.
No, well,
not
my
Harry
daughter's
Potter.
not like that.
Really? It was Ariel's room.
Well,
I'm just saying
she has
yeah.
good taste. That's all
I got
that
you.
means.
It's not. You're not flaunting your sexuality as the main point of your who you are.
No, because I look at it like hair color.
right.
Yeah, it's like one big part of me, but I'm not gonna base my lifestyle just around that. There's more to me. Like I'm an artist. I do all these other things that
Love that.
on top of
Yeah.
that tier, but maybe I just don't know the term well enough. So maybe I'm wrong. I'm completely open-minded, but I don't.
Wrong, I think, is too hard of a word. That you have to be right or you have to be wrong. Can it just be
A preference
degree or a preference or a personal choice? You know
Yep.
what I mean? You can
So-
be gay your way,
Yeah.
right? You don't have to be that way. The
Yeah, because
way
there's
that-
really not a written way that you have to be.
Exactly, but I feel like sometimes people say there is. There's become
Or
this
they act like
connotation,
there
and they
is.
act
Yeah.
like that. Well, you have to do these certain things in order to fit into that category, which is
But
weird.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna speak to this on our own terms, right? Because everyone thinks we're swingers, and so then it's like, no, I'm not a swinger, and they're like, oh, well, yes, you are. You like this. You like to be watched. You like to watch you, and it's like, yeah. That means I'm a dirty perv. Doesn't mean I'm a freaking swinger.
Right.
And like, come on. We're not swapping here.
Yep.
I'm just mind your business. Keep doing what you're doing over there.
Put your hand right back in that pocket.
Right. And that's where it's just like, come on, I can't tell you. People can't tell you. Can't tell you what you are. Can't tell you what their definitions are. They can't tell you. You know, it's like, come on,
Yep.
get out of here.
We define it ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's what
You
made me
should be
walk-
allowed to.
Yeah, and I think that's what made me walk away from like
No.
kind of like the community a little bit. Like I'm not saying like everybody's like that, but from the most part, that's what I kept on experiencing. Like when I was like, well, I'm not into this. I don't like going to that club, and I was frowned upon by people
Really?
who are supposed to be like embracing you.
Ah.
So we get it on both sides, and I'm just like, forget this. I'm gonna do my own thing, and then it got pretty lonely pretty quick until I met him through Goddess Dwayne?
Yeah, Goddess Dwayne.
Really?
Facebook.
Yep. So
How
Goddess
crazy.
Dwayne liked one of his pictures from his birthday, and I thought it was hilarious because just a random pair of panties, and he was like, I don't know whose these are, how they got here.
Yeah, they fell in my car.
They were in your car?
Yeah.
Were they men's panties?
No.
Well, they
that
could
is-
have been. You never know.
They were
Don't
my
judge.
dad's.
Yeah, we're not judging.
Don't judge.
Weren't they like leopard print? So yeah.
No, they were
could've
like
been.
lace.
Oh, definitely don't judge.
So I was like, I don't know that. Then my sister was like, it's probably mom's.
Oh, that's horrible.
I like to think that my mom won't shove her panties on the side of my
Monkey
seats.
Yeah, why's your mom have her panties off in your car? So
Raises
then
a lot more questions.
So then I can see why the post perked your interest, and so you gave it a big old thumbs up.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
that's
you
when
did.
I got a little bit confused because this happened right after you guys interviewed me on the radio station. And that's when I realized, oops, I gave up too much information
Right.
because my Facebooks were
Oh,
exploding
yeah,
with
I remember
messages
that.
and all that. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, it's too late now.
late
And that's when
now.
he came in. So I thought he was one of those people.
And he even said that too. He asked me if that's why, and I'm like, "What are you
What are you
talking
talking
about?"
are you a pervert?
Good for
It's
you.
like,
I was like, "Yes, I am," but what are you talking about?
Yeah,
What relevance is that?
yeah, right.
Because
I don't know you.
I'm
Yeah.
referencing something you're different than you're referencing.
Totally.
Yeah.
But luckily, I Facebook stalked him and saw him with his singing videos. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I don't think a molester has a beautiful voice. So I think he's safe.
Now,
Boy, was he wrong.
That's right. Yeah, and yet here you are.
Yeah.
All this time later.
yeah.
Because you guys have been together a while now.
Yeah, I think
Going
we're
on
almost
4
going
years?
5.
4 years.
5.
You're an idiot.
Wow.
Our
I
last
couldn't
anniversary
tell you.
gift, it has the collar that says 3 years.
Ooh, a collar. Wow.
He just wants more. It's
Maybe
had-
I'm doing the math wrong.
Listen, I count from day one. So
Yep, and I do too.
count from
All right.
day
Well, what
one.
year and what day was day one?
January 23rd of 2015.
It was Bar Bingo.
Oh,
were
right.
there.
Yeah.
You were all
I
there.
was here. Yeah, we were there.
Well, it
You know
couldn't
what?
be
I just
5.
want to say that I'm so happy.
Right. Well.
Well, it felt like 5.
Yeah.
Like coming this January?
Yeah.
Yep.
January will start 5. I'm always ahead too.
Math is hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm always ahead. Sean's like, no, I'm this, and it's like, no, it's this. Keep counting, buddy. I'm gonna add time on because you're making it feel longer.
Because you just corrected me, that's 2
That's
more
2
years.
more years.
Is my math wrong?
I don't know. I'm kind of with Josh now.
January 15.
Yeah. So I mean, you
So
got
that'd
to.
be
That's
January
the all
15,
January.
January
5th
16, January 17, January 18, January 19,
January.
January 20 will
Oh my
be-
God, am I wrong?
No, 4 years. January 20.
just-
All of
this.
15, all of
We're
16.
not in 20 yet.
I know, but
I
they've
know
been
we're
together
getting
all
there.
of 15.
I
They've been
rounded
together
up.
all of 16. They've been together all of 17. And we're together all of 18.
all of
And they've
19.
been together all of 19.
But 19's not over yet.
It's
Well,
like
I
2
rounded
months
up.
away.
I rounded up.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would go 5.
I would go 5. I would say 5 if it was me and we're this close to our anniversary.
I wonder how many people have a notepad right now.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Doing it, yeah. Now
That's
listen,
the
I
question-
would
the
go
question
5
of the
and
podcast,
say
4
you owe
or
each other a
5?
present.
Oh, we can
Oh.
present.
Yeah.
Maybe a weekend
you?
getaway.
Yeah. You're a good gift giver because you gave Shayna a gift once for her birthday.
You're a good gift giver. Listen, I just,
I don't even remember.
I
Was
just
there-
want to
we, like,
go.
was it?
right when you guys first met.
What did you give me? Edible body paint
Yep.
and
Yeah.
another toy.
You guys made fun of that, but I knew
Yeah.
the bottle's empty, right?
Yeah,
Oh, brilliant.
See, I knew it.
by the
I
bed.
knew it.
it's always fun.
Sucked on that
We go to
tube.
places too that have black lights, so it worked well.
Yeah, and then did you or was it Robert that gave me the male blow up doll?
That wasn't me.
It was Robert.
That was
Meyer.
Robert.
Yeah.
If I gave you something like that, I would have my face on it.
Yes, it
I
was.
wrote about that Twitter handle on it and left it in a bar.
Yeah, absolutely. That doll got used
Yeah.
though.
Didn't somebody steal it or something?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
doll got used when it was what's that guy's name that we rode across his chest?
Eric Pecker.
Yeah,
Eric Decker.
Eric Pecker. Pecker.
And then
Decker.
somebody stole my Jimmy Darrow mask.
Oh,
Remember, I
yeah.
had that mask?
That you
Jimmy
made?
Darrow
Oh,
on a
right,
stick?
right.
Yeah.
For
And
the
somebody drew
Barbie
all
doll.
over it, then it like disappeared.
Oh, that's funny.
right.
So Jimmy Darrow, if you're listening to this, somebody's doing some nasty stuff with that thing.
If he is real.
If he is real.
If he's not,
I
mute.
don't want. We could do a whole freaking conspiracy
Conspiracy,
show.
yeah.
on that. But I'm not
Darrow,
even
the next
getting in that.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, right. Telling you, he'll never hear this, according to what I believe.
Yeah, right. Oh no, he's not stalking us at all.
No,
Not at
I
all.
think he's.
That's
never
not
mind.
his
I'm not
drone
gonna say-
flying around our
He's
house.
A mute. He can't hear. Someone told me
He's a
he was
deaf mute.
deaf mute. That's why he's so good at Facebook.
That's why he likes her so much because he can't actually hear her.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Oh, there goes my theory.
Take that off the resume.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Absolutely.
Man,
Well-
that's smart thinking.
Yeah, right? I mean, come on. It's a paid program. You just install it on your phone. You can name it whatever you want.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's fantastic, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
what
sir.
kind of gifts? What's the best gift that you have ever gotten from him?
Probably it's a tie between two. Because he got me a Harry Potter wand that lights up, and I use that
Yes.
for everything.
Yes.
It's brighter
Does it
than the-
change its channel or it's just a light?
No, it's
No,
just a light.
it's a light.
Awesome.
It's brighter than your phone cam or the
Really?
phone light.
Nice.
So we use it when we go walk in the hallways.
Yeah.
And again, you have to do the spell. You have to flick it to turn it on and turn it off.
Yes.
And I'm obsessed with Harry Potter, so
I
I love
wanna
it.
So,
see
so
you
we're just
guys
walking
doing
down
that.
the hallway, and yep.
We even took a camping.
I was going to say if you take it to camping, but
Yep.
I bet camping it's fun. You're out there traipsing around. Your little Harry Potter panties, doing your spells on each other.
Yeah.
Just getting your spell on each other.
That's we used a different wand for that one.
We
It's
use
a much
the other
bigger
end.
one. The other end. That's so
Maximus
great, man.
Opus.
I freaking love it. I love it, man. Well, how long have we known each other? You from the beginning?
I don't know. I remember I
Real
first
close.
met you guys on Sean's birthday, and it was in the living room. I was close by. I think I was
Yeah.
going to the Art Institute.
It was in the
living
living room.
room. Oh, on
That was
Broadway.
way in the beginning. Did I have my big boob dress on?
You've always had.
Yeah.
I was like,
I don't
is
know.
that what's different
I
from
think so. No, they were.
any other time?
It's this one dress that's silk. And it's all blammo.
I had titties in your face.
Oh,
Get
in
too
your
close,
whole
I'll get in
face.
your mouth.
So, you might still have some when you get in the car.
We got real friendly if you did.
But I think it's like maybe like 2013,
No.
2012.
No.
6 years?
We-
7 years?
It was. When did you start that show? 9?
I wasn't
10,
there in
11,
the beginning.
12? I feel like you were, though, because that living room was pretty beginning.
Yeah, it was early. So at least.
Anyways, when I met you had a
2005.
girlfriend.
So I thought it was a
4.
furniture store.
You're
Yeah.
dating a girl. So what year was the last time you dated a girl? Exactly. So it's been a while.
It was 5 years ago.
She is a hairy girl.
Glad to hear you updated.
But no, you have to remember, I was like on the gay outs, I was
I
on the
know.
straight outs,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, because it's completely new to me. But
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we talked
But then-
about. I loved it.
I
Hey, you know what? I
guarantee
just wanted
Facebook
to,
knows.
I only brought that up because you traded up.
yeah, yeah, it got pretty scary at the end.
You traded up and you became more yourself, like more of who you are. And that's fantastic, man. It was great to watch it happen. It was great to be a part of it too. Because then when Johnny showed up, I was like, oh yeah, this is good. This is happening now.
And again, just like what you were saying, you're like, I feel like I'm everybody's therapist, and you were there like nudging me and nudging me, like, well,
Right.
how do you know you don't like it if you haven't tried it?
I encourage
I was
you
like,
to do
you
really
are
dirty
right,
shit.
and I would just come back and be like, ooh, I didn't like that. It's like,
And I'd say, okay, good. See, take it off the list. It's no trauma. You just move on. Right?
And if there is trauma, you have your booze.
Absolutely. Now you got Johnny. There's no trauma.
yeah, and it's pretty cool because it was like, again, we don't have like a normal. Well, again, what's normal in
No.
a relationship?
Yeah.
So I would picture our relationship as two kids in the back seat of the car, bickering.
Not related.
Yeah.
Not,
Right.
not related.
Good. I was gonna say I've lived that with my siblings.
Like it got to the point, like I'm not even sure if you've ever been with somebody like me.
No.
I'm a poker.
Yeah.
I like to poke and prod, and
Yeah.
since he's really sensitive, he flinches.
Yeah.
So even if I make
And you're
quick,
more sarcastic.
yeah, I'm very sarcastic.
Very.
Yeah.
And he's very affectionate.
Right.
So in the beginning, it really threw him off
Absolutely,
he doesn't
because
know.
he thinks you're being a dick and you're not.
Yep.
You're being sarcastic, but you like him. But because you're sarcastic, you feel like a dick. And
Yeah.
when you're sensitive, you're like, I'm just trying to fucking like you, dude.
Yeah, but he was the one, if I punch you in the face, it's because I like you. And I'm like, if I give you a hug, I like you.
Yeah,
If you punch me in the face, I'm pretty sure you don't.
totally.
And I think it finally kicked in when he did something, and it was very romantic. And all of a sudden, I just popped him on the head. It made like a funny sound, and it echoed in the room because he's a completely shaved head.
Mm-hmm.
So my hand and palm just smacked it perfectly, and it was
Made
just
a
like a
nice
big
little
old pop,
cup.
and it did a
Little
weird echo. And he just like stared at me, and all of a sudden I just looked and I was like, "That is like the funniest sound I've
Then
ever
we
heard."
started laughing
and we
for like
started
20
laughing,
minutes.
and I was like, "There you go." Now
Now
we get
you're
it.
understanding me.
'Cause-
Like, I had
Yeah.
that look of shock, like, did you just slap me in the forehead?
Right. And an offense, right? Like, because I just worked so hard for this. Yeah.
So
And it's like, okay.
So he's definitely a giver. I consider myself a giver, but I'm so not a taker. So it
agree.
really throws him off. He's like, I'm giving,
'Cause
just,
he's giving,
just
giving,
take
giving.
the damn compliment, because I can't take compliments.
Right. Right.
And I feel like that's part of my personality, the way that I grew up. I was never raised on compliments. It was
Compliments.
always like backhanded compliments.
Absolutely.
So I became my own cheerleader.
Right.
So now when people actually do it, I'm just like, yeah, no. I don't need it. I don't thrive off it. That's not where I get my energy
he's
from.
brought into your life. To teach you how to receive the good things in your life because you deserve them.
Well, out of the 5 years,
Yeah.
it's still not.
Listen, buddy, I'm 20 years in and I still every morning, you're good. People like you.
Yeah, I'll just be like, damn, you look good.
And
Shut up.
Yeah, I just stare at him, and he's like, just shut up. Just take the compliment.
Yeah. Now you got to be like, thank you. You want to touch this?
No, that's when I just start poking and prodding, and he's like, stop.
Yeah. Stop.
But, and that's why when we came back, like when we were talking about before, like with the gifts,
Yeah.
I know when to shut down. I'm like, okay, focus, be romantic,
Right. Be in the moment.
but still make it you.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually thought you were going to say that one stuffed animal I got you.
That was, because that was actually the tie. It was
A stuffed animal?
Yeah. He got me a How to Train Your Dragon Toothless,
Oh, yeah. The little black one.
Build-A-Bear?
Yeah.
because I think it looks like a puppy, and I
love
love
that little
dogs.
black dragon.
And then it has a collar on it that had the 3 years on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, okay. I thought the collar was for you.
Oh, and let me tell you something. Getting a Build-A-Bear as an adult is very awkward because these people are like, they have to do their job. I was the only person there in the store. I was like, we don't have to do this whole routine of like, do you want to make a wish? You want to whisper a secret to the heart? She had to do all that. Like,
Really?
nope. I just want to buy it. Let's just make it. Let's
You know
just
how
get
you
out.
get around that? You go in and you say, listen, I know all this. I have kids. I bring them here. I'm just picking this up. And then they'll be like, okay, you want the heart? You want the voice box? You want the... Yeah, and they take that whole little spin off of it. When you tell them, I've dropped $5,000 at Build-A-Bear. I need this animal. They're like, you want clothes? We'll just start bringing you clothes.
And then
The next time you're in there, anyway. Yeah.
And that's what scared me because before I was gonna do the collar, I was gonna put the voice box. Mm-hmm. For us, it was every time when we get really romantic. Hopefully, this doesn't offend anybody, but we always look at him as like, "Ew, gay." And to us, that is like our "I love you."
Like, there's a few gifts that I've given him where you can put text, and I'm just like, gay.
Gay.
This is so gay. Thank you.
But as you can tell, like if we were actually go out in the community and start doing that, like that's our thing, people will be,
They'd be offended.
and like, well, why
Yep.
are you saying that to each other?
Yep.
So like, but it's our thing.
It's your thing.
So now, I even told this girl, it's like, we just need to just make this thing.
Right.
No, she's still doing it. She's like, do you want to pick a heart? You could put a whisper in it. I'm like, oh man, we're doing this. Okay. No, I'll just pick this heart. Let's put that in. And then it's just that weird, awkward silence when she was like stuffing it. Like, do you want to press the button? I'm like, okay, here we go. Now I'm thinking how I'm going to put a voice box in it and I got to scream gay in it in the the store. How
In
can
the
I?
Build-A-Bear store.
Yeah, in the Build-A-Bear store. And here's this girl that's loving her job and smiling at me. I was like,
How old do you
I
think
can't.
she
Please,
was?
please tell me you did it. You should
Teenager?
have done it.
Maybe early 20s.
Yeah.
That'd have been
And
great. Yay!
it's like, I am so sorry. It's like, but no, I wimped out and I walked out of there. And I was kicking myself. And I was like, man, but then all of a sudden I got an idea. Well, this thing is like kind of like the size of like a little chihuahua. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to go to Petco, buy a little collar, and then I'll just get the little personal license thing and just write gay and then our anniversary on it.
Yeah.
So
It's better that way. It doesn't run out of batteries either.
Yeah.
and then so I go up to the Petco, grab the little collar. I get to get it. Yeah.
Your dog's name is Gay.
well, here's the thing. So you buy the little plate, and then they have like an engraver. So after you buy it, you do the engraver. I don't know how to do the engraver. So I just asked this kid, and I was like, so you just put this thing in the machine? And he's like, actually, no, let's do it together because I'm new here. I was like, oh, man.
Again, you're not getting out of this, buddy.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, here we go.
You're owning your gay, man.
And here's the scary part. He was gay.
Oh.
So now I'm like, oh, no, okay. So all of a sudden, I was like, okay, I'm sticking it in.
It's like you had to pick your poison, either traumatize that little 20-year-old
But
at
I did-
Build-A-Bear or the Petco.
Yeah.
But I did toughen up, and I just had like, okay, I had to be completely clear on this.
Yeah.
It's we
Collar for my
do not
boyfriend.
have a dog named Gay. Just how I
For
explained.
3 years.
This is how I told you guys.
For 3 years.
I had to explain all this to him. It's like, so this is what's happening right now. I don't want you to just look at this. And he's like, that's really clever.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, oh, thank God.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I was gonna
okay,
say.
let's do this.
I would have done the opposite.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said anything just to see the look.
See, now I say everything because I just say everything. But over the time of saying everything, you inspire people.
Yeah.
And you encourage people. Like, both the people, you don't know that girl could have been gay. You know what I mean? You don't know who's put in your path and why they're there to share that experience with you. So I had to just tell them.
But at the same time, you could have
This bears
started for
from
life.
my boyfriend.
Yeah, you gotta
and-
take a risk though. I'd have
who
yelled gay
cares?
in the store probably.
Me too. Yeah. Or I would have told her, I need to go into the bathroom and say what I need to say into this heart. I'll be right back.
Don't you push it.
She'd be like, what? Listen, there could be kids walking through the store any minute. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and the anniversary is coming up.
Yeah, you guys gonna do something fun? Take a
Number
vacation.
6, your 6th year.
Go to like hedonism.
Oh.
We went to the Virgin Islands.
Were there any virgins there?
No.
Just us.
So now, did you date women, Johnny?
Yes. Back in high school and like the beginning of college I did.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, and I imagine that the girls were really drawn to you because you're a big guy and you're muscly and you're gorgeous. So then they're like, oh my God, this guy's so
Making him
hot.
blush.
Yeah, well, I imagine.
both cheeks.
When I saw you, that's what I thought. I was like, oh yeah, Joshy, you got a good one. You're so cute, and you're just so like. And then once you speak, of course, it's like, oh, I freaking love you. Yeah, but I just would think women would be attracted to you still.
I don't know about still, but
You got those strippers at Key West, remember?
oh yeah. No, those weren't strippers, those were hookers.
Either way, you got them.
Yeah, we were walking by because there's right by our hotel that we were staying at, there's a whorehouse.
Right. Oh,
And I was in a
whorehouses.
Superman shirt, and we were walking down the street at like 10 at night, and they're just out there flaunting their stuff. And they're like, ooh, Superman. And I'm like,
You're so mean.
so I'm like totally
Superman
blushing.
shirt too,
He's
come on.
eating it up. He's
Yeah.
loving it.
I'm loving it because I was making fun of his shirt in the beginning.
Oh.
And he thought I was being a jerk. And
Yeah.
it happened twice.
Yeah.
So he was
Yeah.
wearing his Superman. And I just went up to him like, ooh, are you Superman?
Well, like,
hookers did the
what's
same.
your shoulders? Like 52 inches from shoulder to shoulder. I mean, like,
honestly
you're
have no
so
idea.
broad.
Yeah.
You're so broad. And so, in that Superman shirt, girls are going to be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, pick me up.
And then his next shirt was a lifeguard one.
Oh, yeah. Again,
so-
save me, save me.
I'm
So some
drowning.
like this little old woman who like looked like Leatherface because her skin was so like tan and rough.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, are you a lifeguard?" I was like,
And then she threw a cup of water in her face. Save me.
started melting.
Mouth to mouth. I need mouth to mouth.
It's crazy. Yeah, people in Florida, they're so.
They're interesting.
Yeah. Well, you both are very good looking guys. And yeah.
For those out there, I look like Fez. What's his name?
Oh, I could see that.
I just can't do the accent. I can't.
No. I know. Yes, Fez. Yeah, from that 70s show.
Wilmer of Valderrama or something like that.
I have
Nicely
I have
done.
no
I had a
idea.
monkey bread in my mouth. Wilbur.
Wilbur
That
is
poor
his
guy.
name? That makes sense. Because he's from what? He's
Mars. I have no idea. Mexico?
Yeah, I don't know if it's Mexico or Puerto Rico
Well,
or
I have a machine that'll tell me.
That was Cuba.
Yeah, that okay. I
Cuba.
thought
Oh, by the way, Facebook and I went to our friendship. We've known each other since 2013. So 6 years.
Oh, I was right.
6 years?
See, I'm good at math.
Yeah, you are, buddy. You're just the best.
it was great. You were one of the first people that we met from the radio. And it was like when we met and hung out, you know, and I thought, I love this guy. Yeah, it was great. I really
And that's what really, first thing I enjoyed is when I introduced myself to Sean. I was like, yeah, I'm so and so. Then the first thing Sean said, "You're meeting my wife," and I was like,
okay.
"Oh, okay." And then all of a sudden, I was like, "These people make me feel good.
Yeah.
I'm going to be coming to this more often."
Yeah,
Uh,
it was great.
and again, I'm not a celebrity.
Wilmer.
Wilmer.
Not Burr.
Oh.
Sorry, Wilmer. He's from foreign. Just says he's foreign.
He's
foreign.
foreign.
Mars.
I want to go there. Yeah.
I'll dig a vague answer. But I forgot.
Yeah. Well, we made you feel good.
We made you feel good when we met.
Yeah, it made you feel good. That's how I felt when I met you. I was like, oh, we had kind of an instant connection.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, and you know what I really liked is like we instantly just started talking about dirty things.
You know, it's funny.
That's you.
When we
That's
met.
me. I
Yeah.
know- I don't
Did
know.
she instigate?
That's you.
I don't know that I
Because I
instigate
remember
it,
that night.
but I feel like I make it comfortable.
Yeah, she makes it
for
comfortable,
people
and I
to
think it just
say,
accidentally came
come
out.
Yeah, yeah. That's how come we started Sex Talk Saturday, because I spend 90% of my time, whether you're gay or lesbian or straight or swinger or from Mars, we end up talking about sex.
Yep.
I think the first night I met you guys at Bar Bingo, that
We talked about sex, yeah.
because we were doing our rounds of him introducing me to people that he knew, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you met me, and I was like, yes!
It happened so fast.
Then I got drunk, and then I cried.
Oh, that wasn't your fault, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and
Yeah.
that should have never happened either.
No,
You know what I mean?
that's
That
bullshit.
should never happened either that night. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're still here.
Likewise.
And I'm glad you guys are doing well, man. I don't know. I think it's good. Life is hard.
No, yeah.
When you find someone that you enjoy, you got to hang out with them. I tell everybody that. Sometimes you got to take the plunge. Sometimes you might even be with someone else, but then you meet the person that you just know you're supposed to be with. And if you pass on that opportunity, aren't you just saying no to happiness?
Yep.
I mean, now granted, it is going to shake your whole world, and it is going to probably hurt other people involved. But you have to weigh the odds,
Yeah.
right? Like, if those people that are getting hurt really love you, they're still going to love you after you do what you have to do for you to be happy. And I feel like that's what you did, Josh.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm trying this. You found it, and you're like, yep, this makes me feel good, and I'm going to do it. And now look.
And happy should be just looked at as something very vague.
Yeah.
Happy can mean anything. For me, happy is
really more of a
being
feeling.
to come home and being with somebody that will make my brain just shut off.
Yeah.
It's to the point where
And when you see them, they're like your relief.
Yes.
You know what I mean? As soon as you see them, you're like, oh, yeah, everything's going to get better now. You know, no matter how shitty your day was, no matter. That's how I feel. Like, I work at St. Nick's seasonally, you know, often. I'm going back this year, and it's like, oh. But that's how I feel every time. Like, when Sean would just surprise me and come in and see me, it's like, oh, yeah. You know, it just gives you that little oomph that you need, because no matter where you are, if it's good, if you're having a great day, if you're having a bad day, it's just like, yeah, a good
Yep.
day, you're like, oh, my friend is here, you know, see my friend. A bad day, you're like, come with me, get away from everybody, you know, and that's what life is, man.
and for me, a downside of it is I can't watch movies and be close to him because I pass out. Like my mind goes so blank.
And you get so comfortable.
Yeah, I just fall asleep. That's my natural instinct. And he's the first one that I've ever been like that with.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
comfortable.
comfortable.
At first, I thought I was just like, okay, I'm just freaking tired.
Nope. It's
But yeah,
comfortable.
So for some weird reason, a lot of other people I've dated, they've always kept me on guard for some weird reason. So
Yeah.
I was always on guard for them.
Well, you were uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're never, because the only way to feel that way is when you're comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
I would even say Johnny was in the military. You had to probably train yourself to sleep out there because you're never comfortable. You
Yes.
know, and then now you come and it's like, oh yeah, he's sleeping. I'm gonna sleep too.
Yep. Pretty much.
Because it's safe and it's comfortable. Yeah, because that's how I feel too. It's like with Sean, that's it. It's like, oh, okay. Someone else here has my back.
Right.
I don't have to be on guard 100%.
That's
You
how
know.
I feel too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It goes back and forth.
Yep.
Gay.
That's right. I'm so gay for you, honey.
Me too.
Sometimes, really.
We're all a little gay.
Pegging's not gay. I've been saying that for years, woman.
I agree. I participate. I get there quicker than you.
Oh, that's great.
Can we talk about gay sex?
Whoa.
Male gay sex for a minute?
Yeah.
Because I have
I
questions.
don't know a lot about it.
They have sex?
Are we supposed to be doing this?
Yeah. It's like a really intricate handshake, right? Like your own custom.
Well, it's like when you're in elementary school, it's just the
touching the tips. Yeah,
It's my favorite.
That's what I've always
I
thought.
love to touch
Yeah.
the tips. And I
No,
love
that's
to
the
put my
thing.
mouth right in there, too.
It's called the thing. Shayna.
Sorry. I thought that's what we were talking about.
Well, since we're nerds, we
I
like to play
believe
lightsabers. You guys play that game?
Tummy sticks. What is tummy sticks? From Wedding Crashers? Never mind. Good. Lightsabers.
I'll tell you what I think tummy sticks is.
I think I know.
I think it's lightsabers.
What do you think?
Is it when you put it in your waistband and then you go on your stomach and your stomach's all sticky?
That's what I would think
like
it is.
that. See, now I thought it was where you guys would just push them up towards the, like pointing up and then grind on each other.
Oh, wait, it involves another person?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
When you said that, I was thinking
It-
like when you
it
get
was-
that random hard on and you just put it on your waist. It's
No,
not
it was in a
visible.
movie, and the guy wakes him up in the middle of the night, tied to the bed. And he's like, "Let's play tummy sticks." And so I was thought he was going to poke him in the belly button.
Oh, I think that's when they hit him in the stomach, kind of like a red belly. Does that make sense?
You just slap
With
it.
your dick? I'm trying that.
How are you going to try that?
I got a toy.
Because when you do,
I'll get a red belly
when they do it on your head, they call it a mushroom stamp.
yeah,
mushroom
I've seen
print,
a
yeah.
mushroom print. Yeah,
Sean
I've done
likes
that.
to do those on my
I've
glasses.
done that. Yeah.
Then you can see it.
Yeah, I like sneak one in if I can.
That's funny.
Just try to look through the little spot that didn't get touched in the middle.
The little hole. It's a big pee hole today.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, my question is there a lot of prep work to having, I guess it's just anal. I don't have a lot of anal. But you guys would have more anal than I would have. So do you prep? Do you just go for it? You have dirty sex? Do you understand what I'm asking?
Yeah, I mean,
I prep.
Okay. What do you enema? What do you do?
For one thing, you have to pretty much starve yourself the
day before?
So
Okay.
it's really a lot of planning. I know this is just me, 'cause the way I look at it, there's there's some women that will never go out of the house without makeup.
Right.
They'll always do all that. It's your choice.
Yeah.
Everything else. But that's like me. I can't go out. Once I know this is happening, I'm not gonna be. I just don't want to have that accident.
Right.
I hear stories and it scares the crap out
And
of me.
it's more
literally.
It's more comfortable knowing
Yes.
that you don't even have to have that thought in
Yes.
there. I guess I ask because we watch a lot of porn, and I always wonder about all those people.
Yeah, and they're all starving.
Yeah, okay. 'Cause
And I'm pretty sure they go to IHOP right after the shoot.
Sure, right? Because they're
It's usually
starving.
after us, I'm like, let's go to IHOP. I am freaking hungry. Let's go.
Yeah. Now, I'm not imagining you guys have that kind of sex like in porns, but
You know that again. That's also prepping. You can't just dive in there and just go crazy like you see on there. Like obviously that girl's been stretching her stuff
for
out
years, right?
Well, not years, but at least a week.
Well,
Yeah.
At least the morning.
at least in morning.
At least the more.
What the hell do you put in there to stretch? You got like a series of
Yeah,
things,
a gherkin.
probably.
You start with the gherkin, and then you work up to a dill, and then the zucchini.
And before you know it, you're nose diving right in.
And then you're ready for the shoot.
Hello.
And you're ready for Johnny Thunder.
I just wondered
Yeah,
because
and
you
that's
know,
why that's what I always tell people. I'm like, if you are with somebody that allows you to do that, you better kiss their ass because there is some prep in there, and there's be sometimes you're like, you're not even in the mood.
Yeah.
But you're like, nope. Again,
Yeah.
scares the crap out of me,
Yeah.
and I have to do it. It's like a routine.
Do you prep?
Well, I don't really bottom to do that, to have to do that, but in the few times that I have, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the same thing, right? It's just like a comfort level.
Yeah.
Well, especially now, like when you guys have sex, is it quick? Is it long? You know what I mean? Does it like? Because sometimes you all have had male to female sex, and it can be very quick. You can get in and get out, even not finish. But for you guys, is it a little bit more build up? I mean, like for me, when I have anal sex, I need some build up. We gotta loosen it. We need to have the proper moisture in there, and everything else, and excitement too, right? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more excited you are, the more enjoyable anything is.
I mean, it really just varies on...
Kind of what's happening, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Like, that's what I want to... You can just have quick, spontaneous sex when you want to. But if you're going to have maybe a long, drawn-out sex night, then it's like, yeah, I'm going to prep because we're going to play and enjoy each other tonight.
Yep.
And it's weird because, like, for me, that's one thing I was going to ask you guys is, do you enjoy it when, like, you're kind of sleepy?
I do.
Okay, so it is a thing because for me, I like because for us it's always usually night and maybe like when we're already like 2 hours in bed,
Right.
And for some reason it's like an extra high,
Yeah.
for some weird,
Yeah.
And I love that like we're not ashamed, like we could easily do it with the lights
Yeah.
on, but for some reason when we're like all drowsy and tired, like
Yeah. Or sometimes, like this
like
morning
drunk.
at like midnight, I was wide awake. And I'm just like, okay, I'm awake. And then I'm like trying to go to sleep. And he's sleeping. And then he rolls over and he's got a big heart on. And I'm like, oh, yeah. You know, and I just start backing up on it. And then he's like, oh, yeah, okay. You know what I mean?
That's usually what happens. Like,
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
either wake up with his hand on my crotch
Yeah.
or vice versa.
Yeah.
Like-
you guys sleep naked?
No, I just sleep in my boxers. He's just commando in gym shorts.
Yeah, I'd be naked. You're
Gosh,
like
I can't
one
sleep
step
with
away
anything
from
on.
naked.
well,
Especially if you're touching his junk all the time. I touch Sean's junk all the time.
Yeah,
He
I
does the
do
same
as
thing
well.
though. Like when he rolls over and cuddles, he tucks it right between my legs, his hand. You know what I mean? And we're naked.
and that's what he
so
does.
it's
Like he still slips his hand in there and he'll fall asleep like that.
Yeah.
But really, you never done like basketball shorts the way it feels
Yeah.
just on your skin. Really?
No,
No.
he's naked. He's been naked since day one.
Yeah, I like the way the sheet feels on my skin.
Like he says he likes to roll over and like we're just skin to skin.
Yeah.
You know, but we also, the other night we woke up and I thought, do people actually sleep like this?
Yeah.
Like we're spooning and my fucking legs over his and his is between mine. And like we're all braided together, our legs are, you know?
We do that.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we start off like that, then he turns into like a big old heater.
Oh, so
and then
Sean-
obviously, then at the end we just kick each other off,
Yeah.
and then
Or you wake up and you're like so sweaty, you're like, okay, too
Yep.
long.
Yeah.
And we'll separate, get cold,
Yeah,
and then
then
go
get back
back.
together. Yeah, that's what we do too. That's funny.
That's what she does. I'm always kind of warm. You know
That's
what I
me.
mean?
Yeah.
And so she'll float in and out. And then,
Yeah.
but when it's getting chilly like it is now, because I'm still running a fan, you know, and
Yeah.
it still kind of gets warm upstairs, then we'll just be all
Body glove
totally,
stuck together.
which is awesome. You know what I mean? Because there's no clothing in there to get between anything. You know what I mean? I like nightgown or anything like that. Just I just want to tear it. I hate it.
nightgown.
I don't
That
like it.
does not sound attractive.
No, man, it freaking wraps around you.
Yeah.
You're like, getting strangled out and then
And for all the wrong reasons.
Absolutely.
But when we first met, you slept in like a t-shirt, And that guy, it's like, that's got to go.
Yeah, but I also was a single girl who had roommates. And one night in my room, thank God I had clothes on, I woke up to some guy rubbing my ass. And I was like, who the fuck are you? Get out of my room. And my roommate is drunk, naked, passed out in the crack of her waterbed. And he's like, well, I was like, you thought wrong, buddy. Get the fuck out.
Wow.
You speak English? Get out.
But another cool part of it is, like, I think, for me anyways, like, I like to watch.
Yeah.
Just like you. But so part of it is also the removing of clothes could also
Watching
be
him get
a
undressed.
turn on.
Yeah.
But for me, comfortably, like, all year round, it's just like basketball shorts and that's it.
Yeah, and that's it.
I'm always like that. For me, I have to be barefoot. Either if I'm going to wear shoes, I'm going to be wearing shoes all day.
Right.
Like, I don't do the whole off on.
Yeah.
But just like you, I like to be barefoot.
Yeah.
So
I don't ever wear shoes. I think it's becoming a problem. I can't decide. I'm trying to walk in the grass more.
maybe it's our people.
It might be our people.
We're going back to nature.
If I had a dirt floor kitchen, maybe that would explain it all.
You'd have just somewhere to hang out.
That's right. You sweep the dirt from one corner to the next.
Floor is filthy. I love it.
I love it.
I love it. Sean and I have a very active sex life for 20 years. It's still very active and it's still very strong. And I just wonder about other people. You know what I mean? Like, because, like, for me, that's the one thing. That's, like, the one main thing that I need is that physical intimacy that, I can provide everything I need for my life. I need one thing from you, and that is to be in this vulnerable moment, and enjoy it. And that's what you're doing.
And the great thing is, it doesn't have to be serious.
No.
You can even do it and just goofing around.
Absolutely. So many times we've been doing things and you start fucking laughing. Like, look at what we're doing right now. Keep going. Go on. Come on. You're almost there.
Right.
Because I think that
I didn't say stop. I said this is ridiculous.
And that sort of brings it to a more intimate level because you're able to and then still
together.
keep going at it.
Laugh together. Yeah, that's why I guess I wanted to bring it up because it's like it doesn't. If you're communicating everything, then you know what the other person needs. You know what the other person wants. You know what's happening. But I think you guys need a new drink.
And movie gay sex is not reality.
no.
God, no.
Listen,
It
movie
can be.
gay sex, porn.
Nobody meets at the museum and then gets it on.
In the museum.
Right.
Well, I mean, there have been a couple things. Let me take that back.
Maybe parking lots. That's realistic.
Yeah. Parking lot says someone is watching you.
I like that though.
True story.
Yeah, true story.
really?
Involving
We had
us.
a
I
watcher.
love it. I love it.
Watcher. We had a watcher.
Yep.
We let it happen.
Yep, she'd just see both of us take turns going up and down, and then as she was driving by, she was just like laughing and
Wow.
it's like, well, she just got a show.
Just stop and watch. That's what I said. It's okay.
We have a backseat.
I'll stay right out here. I'll just look through the window.
Funny.
Fucking at my own window.
Again, after bar bingo.
Yes, I love that. We have done that. We have left and been like, this parking lot, over to this parking lot.
Say what
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Crank it out real quick and then move on. Like for me though, I get like an energy boost.
Yeah. Yeah, two guys, man. You guys just go right. It's a coma day.
Coma day. Sex coma day.
See you tomorrow. That's why you do it late at night.
See you in the morning.
Yeah. Shannon wants a quickie in the middle of the afternoon. It's like, okay, well, I'm taking a nap. She's like, yeah, because I got a lot of stuff I need to get done.
Yep.
It's like a shot of adrenaline for her.
Yeah. I
And
like
camping. Camping does it.
I like camps and sex. We make people move.
Yeah.
One time we didn't even make it to the campsite.
No.
I
We
love
were like,
that.
okay, we have to pull over.
I'll tell you a really good roadside place to go after this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the podcast.
Yeah,
I don't know,
after
like,
the podcast.
like, are those bushes moving?
You got to cross the river. It's freaking awesome. We've been there several times. There's a picnic table. We'll tell
Oh, it's great. And there's still traffic, but you're still far enough away. It's pretty fun.
you. One time.
I'm sure it's a ticketable offense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
now.
you have to register as a sex offender if you're caught.
That's so
Especially now.
lame.
One
What'd you
time,
do? I had sex on a bench.
Yeah, with my monogamous partner.
We're way out. Where is it? Where were we at? Niwot. way out in Iowa, way north.
Way past Boulder, right? All that.
And we're out there. We're on our way home, right? Sean had an event he did. We're on our way home, and I'm like, we should just go the long way, like go up into Boulder, into the mountains, right? And come home that way. So we're coming home, and we see this little, like, pull off, like a parking area, right? And then there's picnic tables up the mountain, and you can see them. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go and let's hike up there. Maybe we can kind of find a table far up there. Well, we do. We find a table far up there. It's all surrounded by trees. We're freaking getting it on hardcore. Like, I'm laid out on the table, getting it
In the middle of nowhere. We're
Cross-eyed as fuck.
And here I say to him, do you hear that? And he's like, what? And I'm like, do you hear that? And he's like, what? And then I look, and I'm like, oh, my God. Here comes a mountain biker.
yeah.
On his fucking bike, you guys. And he is, like, not even 50 feet away from us. Like, and I'm on a table, and, like, we freeze. Like, you just freeze. Like, deer in the headlight, right? He's got his earbuds in, you know what I mean? He doesn't see us. He's just, like, because we're up on the mountain, so he's climbing the hill, you know? And he's just geared into it. And we just wait for him to pass. Okay, finish.
I go back to it.
That's the best. That was the best day ever. I thought.
So funny.
Okay, that guy would have looked over. He'd have fallen off his bike. Because Sean is completely naked. He'd have been like, "Whoa, tree!"
Because there was one where we actually watched, and it was at the Key West. On our last day, we decided, like, let's just go to the beach one more time and just sit at the dock at night. For some reason, we're seeing a lot of people sitting at the dock, but they're not all the way at the end of the pier. Mm-hmm. He was like, that's weird. So, well, I guess that place is open, so we're going to dangle our feet at the end of the pier. Next thing we know, we're just seeing, like, this one girl just getting banged by this.
Two guys.
Yes.
Well, no, we didn't know that yet.
Yes. Yes.
So we just sat there like, well, when's the last time we're going to be in Key West? So we're just going to sit here, look at the ocean, look at them, look at the ocean, look at them.
And if you're quiet, they don't care.
And so he was like doing the Superman thing. But
I do this, Superman.
But then so now they're done. So they both get up, and then there's another person.
Yeah, we didn't see him at first.
He's like a little short guy.
He was sitting on the bottom.
Whoa. Yeah. Where's this guy come from?
He was
And
underneath.
I was like, well, what was he doing? Because her legs were up.
Yeah.
So, like,
He was in the back door.
She was sitting in his lap.
So they just walked off the pier. Then right away, like she just started puking.
Oh.
And
That's
like,
such
yeah.
a confidence
bummer.
builder.
like-
You know, when you're finished with a girl and she starts to vomit, you're like, yeah, I nailed her.
I feel like it's a bummer because the girl's not going to remember anything.
Oh,
She's so drunk that she's not even going to remember the fun she had. And the next morning when they're looking at her going, ha ha ha, she's going to be like, why are they looking at me that way? My God, my butthole kind of hurts though.
would you guys like another drink?
Is that food spicy or what? That's absolutely it.
Wow. Well, we have seen a couple people like random catch a couple people in the act, but it seems like when we're out in the woods or when we're out trying to fool around, someone always pops up. Like the mountain biker,
Right.
Or the very first night we were together, a guy on a bicycle was just rode up. Of course, his bike had glow sticks and crepe paper all over it, like he was in a parade. And he's just hung out and watched.
Yeah, I was giving you a blowjob.
Yeah.
And like I'm giving him a blowjob, and I'm like, "Do you see that?" Because we were eating mushrooms. Do you see that coming towards us? And he was like, because at first you couldn't tell what it was. It looked like a spaceship. And you're like, what is that? It's coming like right at us. And then as it's getting closer, I'm like, I think it's a bike. And then he's like, it's a dude on a bike. And now the dude on the bike is like right there. Hey guys.
Yeah.
But he watched, and then he rode away. And then I thought about it the next day. All the SWAT team watched too.
Yeah, because it was at the Bongathon when we met, is when that happened. And the next morning when the place got raided, they came in right in that fence where her and I, because we thought, let's go up there by that fence. We'll sneak
No one
away.
will know.
Right? So we walked, over there, basically, because it's so goddamn dark. I'm sure we weren't 20 feet away from the furthest camp. you know what I mean, tent. And then here he comes rolling by. But the next morning, they come right over that hill. So they were there all night. From the reports where they had been sitting there watching the bongathon all night.
Yep, so they watched you guys.
They passed around those night vision goggles.
It's weird. Even the last camping trip we had, somebody was eating strawberries at our campsite. And we didn't bring strawberries, so it wasn't from us.
Like you got up in the next morning and there were strawberries?
Yeah.
And bears don't carry their fruit around with them.
So all of a sudden, I remember I just walked up to the campfire. I'm like, were you eating strawberries this morning? No. Did you bring strawberries? No. Neither did I.
Was there anyone camped around you?
No.
Whoa.
They heard you.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot was having a snack watching a movie.
Yeah.
Look at that tent. I can see straight in there.
Yeah, so I convinced myself. I'm like, nope. Has to be a squirrel. Stole strawberries from another camp and ate at our campfire.
That was already out?
That was already
Would you say
out.
there were more than 3 strawberries?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were a bunch all over by
so
the
squirrels
campfire.
have little tiny hands.
And they would eat the whole thing.
They would eat the
But there were no footprints
Were there
or
any
anything?
bites taken out of them?
Bigfoot.
Well, yeah, they were like just
They're
the ends.
Oh, weird.
That was aliens or Bigfoot, dude. Come on, there were
'Cause I
no
only like the
footprints.
tip.
Either way,
too.
I'm into either watching. So.
Me too.
Probably those Russian ladies.
No, because they weren't
walked,
there.
They just walked in on our campsite too, and they just started talking. I'm like, hey.
That's what everyone does to ours too. It's like,
Always.
hey, listen, like all these tie-dyed tapestries didn't give you like a sign. This little shanty town,
Yeah.
don't
We're-
enter.
Right. We're not open to
I
visitors.
might not have pants on in here. That's a funny campy story.
Yeah.
That one was.
Yeah, because I think one of their husbands just wanted to stomp in the creek. So they just got out of their car, walked in our camp, and he was
That's
stomping in the
still
creek,
so
and
weird.
they just sat at our camp, and we're like, hey.
Even the ranger doesn't do that. Like
Well,
he'll
then it's
come
like-
up and be like, hey, 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 hey.
We're in the
before he
middle
just-
of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like,
Where did you come
all
from?
right, so there are other places you can go. I
Yeah,
promise.
right. Just because you saw us here.
Like, maybe they're homophobes, and you'd be like, hey, we're gay. Boo.
Boo. If they were Russian, you know what I mean? Could have chased them off with your gayness.
I don't know. Russians, I
Oh.
think, are more open
You know
to
what I
things
mean?
than anyone else.
No, they're killing gays.
They
not?
they
Yes.
allow
have
people to
sex
gay
with
bash.
their own family.
Not the gay ones.
I mean, come on. Russians are like
Completely different if you're a sister.
notorious
Yeah.
for incest.
There's some scary
And you're
documentaries
gonna
out there.
judge some gay people. Okay, you fucking crazy Russians. Whatever.
Yeah,
Because they have people that will lure, like, from
Into
dating sites.
like danger.
Yeah, and then they'll beat them up, and the police won't do anything.
Wow.
So it's acceptable over there
Wow.
to gay bash.
That's crazy.
They're not friendly. To the
I
friendly.
don't know. What happened if we all just started asshole bashing? Hey, you're an asshole. I'm gonna fucking kick the shit out of you.
No, it's called I-25. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
But then again, at the same time, I look at this also from your point of view, because we've never had that experience.
We
Yeah.
almost have.
People look at us and they don't see us as a couple, and it's like just two random guys, and we convince them, we're like, oh no, we're together, and
Yeah.
it usually takes me 5 times to convince somebody. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I like men. And like, no, you don't.
yeah.
Like, yes, I do, because we
Right.
just don't
Well, you
fit the
don't
stereotype.
exude that, right? You're not so like Johnny looks like a bodybuilder, and then when he gets drunk, he's super funny, flamboyant, just in some of the ways he talks. But your everyday
very
life,
true.
you don't see that at all, right? And so that's why it's like you don't expect that from you guys, because you don't live that way, which is totally fine. I mean, you live however you want, but that's why it happens. And you're both really attractive, so it's like, no, let me help you.
Right.
I can change
Yeah,
your
right,
mind.
yeah, I
And
bet.
you're like, listen, if you're not a chick with a dick, you can't.
Well, I still consider myself bi, because that doesn't turn off.
Right.
Like, I still find women attractive and stuff like that.
I'll put your face in my boobs.
And I get this all the time, and it's so old. Everybody has to put a label on something,
Right.
so they can understand it better. But they just can't realize, like, it doesn't work that way. So people will look at, like, well, okay, so you're bi, but if you're gonna stay with a guy for the rest of your life, then you're gay. And I'm like, again, no. It's like saying I like blondes. okay, and now I'm married to a brunette.
Right.
Does that mean you no longer like blondes? I'm like, no, I still like blondes. I'm just now
Yeah.
with this.
But
Like, it doesn't turn off.
I like the brunettes too.
And yeah, I still like them because, like, again, it's not a choice.
Yeah.
It's like my instinct. Like, you see an attractive guy right away.
Right.
You think that he's attractive.
Right.
You don't sit there like, do I find this attractive? No.
Right.
So when I see a girl, I'm like, I find her attractive right away. I see a guy, I find him attractive right away. It
Right.
doesn't shut off.
Well, and isn't it part of just their beauty too?
Yep.
I mean, it is actually just admiring someone's beauty as well. It's like, wow, they're a very
With the perverted
attractive
mind,
person. Well, I'm right there with you, I think.
Yeah, everyone, I think, is.
So would you guys invite a girl?
No.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
We have actually talked about that. We wouldn't.
I wouldn't do it for him. And I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah.
Like, I know his comfort level, and I was like, no.
Yeah, I like that. But that's good though, because like you're saying, you're not closed off to girls, but you're not actively dating girls.
And at the same time, I also look at it as I'm open up for whatever he wants.
Yeah.
So if he was into something that I'm not, I still feel comfortable. Like, well, you could still do that something,
Right.
and I'm just gonna watch.
Do you guys go to the bathhouse?
No.
No.
Have you ever been?
You
the
sounded disappointed there. a
No,
little
the
bit.
closest thing. No, I had a flashback there.
Oh,
When we went to Idaho Springs.
Oh my God.
there. That one
So-
has changed a lot.
So it's not a bathhouse.
Yeah.
It's
Just a hot
we
springs.
went to the hot
Just
springs.
a hotel hot springs.
They separate the men and
Men and women in the caves, because they
Yeah.
have caves downstairs,
Yep.
and they're segregated men and women
And
because
that's
they're
what we go
fully
to.
nude caves. Right? Oh, you're so lucky. You get to go in the same cave.
Yeah.
Well, let's
I
start
wanna
this
go
off.
in
That's why we
man
don't go.
cave.
Yeah, we don't.
So
go
let's
down there
start this
anymore.
off. Like, have you ever watched somebody's junk in yoga positions?
Yeah.
It is a
love it.
weird. So we had one guy, very loud.
No.
He was solo, so he was by himself, and he was making grunting noises. Like,
In the
no,
cave.
yeah, he's
Those caves are
professional.
kind of tight.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're kind of, and they get.
Well, when you first open the door, you just see spread eagle, and you're just like, oh, okay, eyes up.
Yep.
Nope, and that was me. It was so when he was like,
You're the
they
opposite
had
of
the
me.
shower.
I look as I'm walking
I was next
by.
to the
like
shower.
I make eye contact. Yeah, you spread, buddy. I see it all. Uh-huh.
But it was this weird thing. Like when he went to the shower, it's a cold shower,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you just hear like, ugh.
And then water's
I
splashing
know,
up on him.
I know. His water is like hitting me in the face, and I was like just sitting there.
And it's so foggy in there too. Like it's like so steamy.
Yep.
So I went back in, and when I came back out of the hot spring because it's separated from the lockers, he had his legs crossed, and I swear he was like just pointing straight at that door.
Yeah,
So
waiting for someone.
Open the
someone to
door.
look.
The first thing I
seen
did
people like
was
that.
butthole and junk.
Yep.
Then I
You tell me, you
realized.
should wax
no,
that
no,
thing.
but here's the thing. He was staring at me, and we made the weirdest eye contact. As his leg was crossed, he was looking between
Through
us.
the leg.
Yeah, I did the
So
Sharon Stone.
so I just stared at his junk. Then all of a sudden I just barely looked up, and we made eye contact, and he was just staring me down.
Yeah, like,
But at
you
the
can
same
have
time,
some of this.
But at the same time, it's like you don't point your butthole at the door, dude.
And not expect people to not
Yeah,
look.
not look.
Oh, I thought my key went in there. Oh, sorry, friend. That's what you
Is that not
want.
the thermostat? Sorry.
Ding dong, ding dong. What are you pointing there at me for?
Like you have a great body, great yoga positions, but you need to shh.
Yeah,
Right.
me, I,
Like that-
Simmer down.
I say things. I would say something.
Because I remember because we were just at first he was laughing at my expression. 'Cause I just like stared at him when I was like, oh.
Then he had like the look of like,
I was like,
what did I just see?
It's like he's just taking a shower, right? It's like, like what's happening in there?
What is he doing? Why is his
tell-
water splashing on me?
I'll tell Sean, change your face. And then he's
Yeah.
like, oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had to do that. Yeah.
Because he's just like perplexed and like, what in the fucking Hey, I see what you're looking at too. Why don't you change that expression on your face?
Yeah, because you guys brought that up, and you have to bring it up again. The sex face.
Oh,
Sex face.
Some people are really bad at it.
Yeah.
Like, how's your O face?
Yeah. How is your O face?
Say something so bad. You know what? Everyone should have a mirror by their bed. Because when you everyone has a bad face, but then you can see it and be like, oh right, don't make
But
I can feel it, so I have to do it. Like if I feel like, oh, ugly face, make it.
Yeah, right.
I think women
That's
are
me.
more like that too. It's like, okay. All I think about is my sister used to drink water, like, and she'd make this weird shape with her lip or my hand. So, like, my entire life, I'm like, put your lip down while you're drinking. So sex is the same thing. It's like, hey, this is really great.
God.
Don't make that face. You know? Or sometimes they're making a bad face, and you're like, no, smile. Like, is everything okay?
Are you in pain?
No, just really into the moment. Really focused. Oh, man, it fucking cracks me up. Yeah, everyone watch your sex face.
Because again, do not do what the videos.
Don't do
Don't
the
do
videos.
Don't do the videos. The
You know what?
cross-eyed
Do the
thing is very
opposite.
creepy.
Yeah, don't
It's
do
like,
it.
why are they doing that? Is this like am I supposed to laugh?
Yeah, right.
Because I'm laughing.
I don't think they're enjoying
Like,
it. Look at their
brr.
faces.
Like,
right?
I think he is seizing right now.
Now, how
Yeah,
about
that's
this?
weird.
How do some of the most unattractive men get into porn? Just because they have a big dick?
And because they'll do it.
Right, because they're willing.
Listen, it's not all about the big dick. I mean, come on.
And I don't know. I guess it really depends. 'Cause I noticed in South America, they really like men with unibrows. I don't get it.
And women, too.
Okay, we look at the Mexican soap operas and like, why does every guy have a unibrow? Is
Real
that
close.
a thing?
Real
Is it
pushy.
like it shows power and
Shows you have no
affluence?
tweezers.
What do their bushes look like?
Never-ending eyebrow.
Oh, maybe that's a little residual. Bush on the brow.
Oh, brow bush.
Okay, well, let's talk about dicks if we can for just a minute, because I got 3 dudes here, and that's rare. All dicks are not the same. Like, everyone just assumes, oh, big dick, little dick. I mean, it's like sometimes the big dicks, really, really big dicks. You guys seen really big dicks, right? I mean, I'm not seeing
I am
your
a really
guys'
big dick.
dicks, so I don't
see
know
one
what
every
size
day.
dicks you guys have.
I just saw one when I was going pee.
I've seen a lot of dicks, and I wonder, right? Like, are guys the same as girls, right? They're like, oh, I want the bigger dick, the better. But sometimes the big dick is not as hard as you want it to be because it's
Too much
too
to
big.
fill up.
Yes, and it doesn't sustain hard a long time. As to our smaller dick, it can get fucking rock hard, torpedo hard, and it can stay that way a long time. Like, what
Which brings up our sponsor, Cock Rings. They can't help you.
Yes.
It's like,
cock rings, we can't help you.
Available in all sizes and colors.
Keep that dick hard.
but I always thought of it like it really depends on what you want. Do you like to be stretched out?
Right.
Do you want to
But
be
sometimes
deeply
the
penetrated?
Big dick doesn't stretch you out because it's only hard in the middle, right? And on the outside, it's still kind of
And sometimes
squishy.
it could be long, but it could also be too thin.
Too thin, right? And,
And
then
that's
all
why-
you're getting is the tip at the end and nothing along the sides. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I've never had children, so I might come from a different place. But
Me too.
I just you're so tight.
Yeah.
Kegel, Kegel, Kegel. All of us Kegel. Even men should Kegel.
I just did some.
I just
I haven't
wonder
stopped
though,
since
like,
I walked in.
you never stop.
I never stop.
It's like breathing in
never
and
stop my
out, in
giggle.
and out.
Never challenge my giggle strength.
I just wonder though, right? Like, are guys the same as girls? Are you like, oh, I want a huge dick, or is it really about like, I know what I like, and so it's like, yeah, that's what I want, that's what I like. I've seen a lot of other dicks, and it's like, oh, that's fun, or I'll touch him. Oh, I want to touch him. I don't understand it. I don't understand women who don't like penises either.
I think
Yeah, I don't get that.
I think it's both. It's the exact same thing. So we definitely, I think the gay community definitely has like the size queens, and
The
it's also
size queens.
That's a thing? Oh.
yeah, we still have it. Like they're again, we're like no different.
You guys
than-
all have the same dingaling. Like, I mean, you all have one.
But they want the big ones? Or
What,
they
some
are
have
they
big
are
ones,
they're
right?
known as the big ones.
Like-
Some have their preferences, but
oh, right. Like size queen.
Yeah.
it just really depends on what
I
you
will
What you
only
want?
have 6.5 inches and 4 inches around.
Is that something they tell you right away? Well, you've dated more
That felt
men
rude.
than Josh,
That felt rude.
right?
Yes.
So, like, was it like that? I mean, do you have a preference? Does it matter? Does dick, like, because, like, for me, dick size doesn't really matter. It's really about more the connection that
Same.
I have with you. Because,
Thank God. Again,
Because-
sponsored by Cochrane.
That's, you know what I mean? Because for me, it is a lot more. I can get a dick. I can buy a dick. I can, you know what I mean? It's-
Okay, I've dated men with small dicks
Yeah.
and huge.
Huge dicks.
And honestly, it was never really about that.
Yeah.
It's more about the connection I have because that's what makes it hot to me. Is
Right.
Because
right.
he's affectionate.
Yes, because he's affectionate. Now, what about you?
cricket.
No, I think I'm considered the same thing. But then again, we're still talking about sizes. But again, there's also cut.
Oh,
Uncut.
Uncut. Yes, thank you.
Don't forget those people.
Yes.
Subcategory.
They're people too.
Oh, they are people too. Those poor uncircumcised guys. I feel like sometimes they get a bad rap. It's like, come
Yeah,
on.
and then you see those protesters. But to be completely honest, I'm
That
pretty
want 'em
sure if
back?
I
I want
did,
them back.
yeah, and I was like, I think if I still had mine, I'd still think I would have got rid of it.
Yeah. Well, like,
It's not me.
I'm not responsible enough.
right. It's a cleanliness thing.
two.
You have.
I had to have two because because the first one went bad, and my mom only paid $8 for that. it wasn't a brisk.
That's a thing.
It was a brusque, and so and then they did the brisk. Yeah, when my dad decided to become Jewish. No, I don't know. The first surgery when I was an infant just was wonky. I think I just had
I think now it's
a
just
big
so
bill.
much easier. Because from what I've seen now, it's a clip.
Oh yeah.
And that's all they do. Like, you want your kid circumcised, they just put a clip on it and
Yeah.
it just falls
and it
off.
falls off.
So since I've been in the room when they did my kid, what they did is they took his little wiener and they put this thing on there, piece of plastic ring, and they pulled the foreskin over the plastic ring really tight. They tied a string on there real tight. And then they went and broke that plastic thing off that was holding the head of his penis, and it just left a ring. And then they trimmed that foreskin off right around the string, and said that'll fall off in a couple days. And that's how we end up with that ring around the middle of our wiener.
yeah, the
because that's where
scar.
the string goes.
The scar.
Yeah.
Are you circumcised, Johnny?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never actually seen a circumcision, so I'm like,
have you ever? You've
I,
never
I was
had-
just imagining I was about to fall backwards. I was just-
Yeah.
Right.
The little pop, pull the string it, cut it, click that off, and then it's a little plastic ring. And in a few weeks, he was in the bathtub, and the little ring fell off.
Yeah.
And then he was all.
That
just
still
shiny
doesn't
pee-pee.
compare to childbirth.
Well, it's really dramatic. Oh, it's so bad. Well, what if you had to have it done twice?
It might then.
Yeah.
It might
Yeah,
then.
if you had to have it done twice.
Seems like things that happen to your poor little wiener happen in twos.
I know, right?
Yeah, two
But does it kill you?
Two-
Make you
I got-
stronger.
vasectomy
Two
and reversal.
vasectomies, yeah. I got the vasectomy and then the reversal. And that didn't take, obviously, because there's not a 10-year-old here.
Yeah, and knowing that now, I wish he wouldn't have gone through it then, because this is brutal.
Yeah, it was brutal. The reversal was way
Worse
more hard on my nuts.
than
Because
the
the vasectomy itself was just, not that big of a deal. It took a week or two to feel better. I didn't have a lot of bruising. My balls were fine. The reversal, my balls turned into a giant
eggplant.
eggplant.
So this is where I have a question about that then. So when you get clipped, then what comes out?
Nothing.
It's clear. No,
What?
it's air.
It's just
It just
clear?
goes,
Oh yeah,
it goes like this. It
it's,
goes,
it looks just like cum. Like it doesn't change
air.
at all. There's just no semen in the cum.
Oh, okay.
I thought the same thing. I was like, I'm never going to jizz again.
It's just a poof of air. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
you're done.
dust.
You dried me
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
it's a car wash. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
gets
when
it all
you
wet.
go
and
to
it's-
the end. No, it looks the same.
Yeah, it's
just
all
no
the
semen
same.
in there.
Okay.
It's just no longer loaded.
When he had the reversal done, and
It turned blue.
It was,
Because again,
oh.
I don't know
Yeah.
this because again we're not really part of
Yeah,
the community,
obviously.
but I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
not a common thing in the
no,
gay community.
and I will tell
No,
every
probably a lot of vasectomy.
Yeah, it's like
I'll tell
call
every
for
man
vasectomies.
out there, get a fucking vasectomy. When you're done, like if you've had your kids or whatever,
Yeah.
if you're not going to have kids,
Yeah.
get a vasectomy. It is the best thing on the planet.
Don't be a wuss about
No,
it.
And
It's
you
not
have
that
to
big
get
of a
so
deal.
many hand jobs after that vasectomy.
Oh,
just
doctor
to clear
ordered.
the pipes.
Yeah.
Doctor ordered. I mean, come on.
Like 10 a day.
She won't touch it. Guess what? She got
well,
it
as
now.
many a day as you can.
But if they charge $8 for it, try something else.
Yes.
But sometimes, like, if you are in a relationship and you have children and you're struggling in your relationship and you go get that vasectomy, it can change everything. Because in the back of that woman's mind is, I don't want to have any more of your fucking kids. And accidents happen. And so then it just takes all the fun out of it. And we have some friends right now that
Multiple.
are
I can think of 3.
in the middle of this. And I keep telling the guys, get the fuck, and they're like, oh, because they're scared, right?
It doesn't
and it's
take away your manhood.
Nope, and it's not even that bad. It's microscopic, laparoscopic.
It's
Where they
go in
with
through your
the laser.
butt. It's anal.
No, it's not. Stop that. It's easy. They go
With
in
their
with
fists.
them.
Yeah. Yes.
Caligula style. Oh,
Yeah, it took like
feel my ring.
40 minutes, I think, total for
Yeah.
the vasectomy. And that was to have the hot nurse come in and shave you down and clean your balls and make you feel comfortable. And it gives you a Valium. And then they do this, bzz, 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 and then you go home and you can never, get anybody pregnant after that.
Right.
Your wife and you can just jam it out in the kitchen.
It's so great.
And not
yeah.
have to think
no
about it. 'Cause
problems. No problems.
I can think of several couples that are married and they have kids and they were doing along with their kids and all of a sudden they had that third kid.
The surprise.
The surprise
I'm a surprise.
kid.
Surprise.
But still, they've done nothing about it.
Right.
Birth
Right.
control, it makes
And
me put on
almost-
weight or it messes me up or it makes me period.
It's harder for the woman to go in and
It
get her
is.
tubes tied, and it is more cost her more on her body over the time than
Yeah.
it does the dude.
Yes.
And so it's like, come on, and you don't necessarily want her to do that because then it can kind of send her body into other things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you want her to stay as young as she possibly can. So go get the vasectomy.
Right, vasectomy doesn't mess.
Can it do like an early menopause as well?
Yeah.
By accident?
Well, your body's not producing eggs anymore, so now your body has to do something.
Yeah,
Right? Because
Freaks
that's
it
a
out.
natural thing that just happens over time. When you intercede, now you're depriving yourself of the hormones your body was making because it was making all of those hormones to produce the eggs and shoot the eggs out and everything else. And it's like, my God, listen, we have the fucking period. Get your fucking vasectomy. You're not bleeding out of your pee hole. You ain't bleeding out of
your
your
choice.
butthole unless you did something bad.
That's
right?
called an anal feature.
I mean, come on. That's what I say. So many men. It's like, come on,
It doesn't take away your manhood,
No.
and it doesn't affect your
Doesn't
hormones.
change the size of your dick.
Doesn't change anything. You're still creating sperm.
It actually makes it a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
it
I'm not a
does.
doctor.
It makes it bigger.
That was our vasectomy commercial. We are not doctors, even though he said he was.
I'm a pretend doctor at home.
I played one once. In a
I
school
play
play.
one in my Swallow household.
That's right, she does. She's only a doctor
Listen,
inside the house.
come on.
And we do not do
We-
vasectomies inside the house.
I'm going to tell a
Anymore.
story because it's Josh and Johnny.
Uh-oh.
But
Don't tell
shit,
anything.
weird shit happens to me, right? Like,
Yeah.
we were talking about, everybody tells me everything. They come to me for everything. How is this? You're at a party. Hey, can you look at something for me? And you know me?
No.
Yes, I
Yes,
will.
I can.
What's wrong with me?
Let's
that
go
I
into better light. That's what she'll say. Yeah.
got a flashlight? Let me turn my fan.
I think it would be a whole lot funnier if you weren't open to that. Like, you still have people open completely to you, but you have that personality like, what's happening right now? Like, I'm really uncomfortable. These
can't
people just
believe
follow
this.
me. They keep showing me their tits and their dick. I don't understand what's
This guy
happening.
showed me his butthole.
He was doing yoga at a steam house.
Yes. I couldn't believe it. Just a downward dog butthole.
Okay, so I went to the bathhouse. That's why I was asking.
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys.
And I'm curious. I'm just going to say it, to go to the bathhouse. So you guys should go and check it out because we have another friend who goes, and I can't trust his reports. But here you go. She went there once on all-girl night.
Well, yeah, because not the all-gay bathhouse, because there's an all-gay male bathhouse. And they only have, like, couples nights or whatever so often. But then there's another bathhouse that is, like, just a bathhouse. And they have women days and they have men days. And so I went with my girlfriend on one of the women days. And you're completely nude. There's no clothing at all allowed
No basketball shorts?
Nope.
Nope.
None. But they do the most
They don't even have
wonderful
a basketball
like
net.
salt scrubs. There's a sauna. There's the steam room. There's a big hot tub. There's showers. I mean, you can just be there all day if you want to be. They have a restaurant out front. I mean, it's super fun. But I went there, and I'm watching some of these women, and even the girl I went with, who is extreme on her own extremeness, was like, okay, so we go into the sauna, and it is like you could cremate bodies in there, right? In the sauna area, you could cremate bodies. Like, we go in the sauna, and I'm like, this is a creepy-ass room. And it's got, wood benches all the way around. They have water spigots coming out. You can fill up water buckets because it's so hot in there, right? And, like, after you do your salt scrub, they pack salt all over you and tell you to go sit in there until it all falls off, and then you rinse off. We go in there, and I'm amazed, right? So I'm just looking around at these big... it's like a kiln door, it's huge, and just heat. There's two of them coming out of there, so I'm looking in there trying not to burn my eyebrows off, trying to see, like, who the hell is on the other side of the wall filling this fire pit room that is heating this room. And then I turn around, and my girlfriend is, like, masturbating on the bench, right? And I'm just like... this is the bathhouse.
You're like, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wondered about when guys are there, right? And so we know a gay guy, and he goes to the bathhouse, and he says, yeah, guys will just play with guys. And I mean, women weren't that brazen, but it's harder for us. Like, for you guys, it's like, I'm gonna touch that a little bit. It's just poking, it's looking right at me. You know what I mean? For women, you got to get in there a little bit more, but I was just kind of shocked by the whole thing, and then there we are.
I love your hand. You're doing all this. You should see your hands.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Like a pantomime there for a little while. Wow.
But the whole time, like, it's me and her and, like, two other women in this sauna room, right? And I'm looking at them like, oh, I'm not with her.
Yeah. We just came at the same time. I'm sorry. We're not together. I hate that when you go places and walk in with the wrong person accidentally, and they're like, oh, hell. That guy's not with me.
Right. It was just so great. And so, like, the whole time other women are walking in, and I felt like that. Like, when you walk in and you see his fucking twig and berries just hanging out looking at you.
Hey there,
with
buddy.
the butthole brown eye. It's blinked. You're
And the judgmental stare after.
Because you
For
looked.
looking.
Like, oh, sorry.
That wasn't advertising, right? I had a little comb. I was going to give you a part. I just wonder. I wonder if it's the same. I wonder if it...
I'm pretty sure it's probably worse.
I'm sure it's probably more debaucherous.
The men.
Yeah.
And I would think that, especially in the gay community, the
That's why I
guys
like
would just
them
be
so
like,
much more.
you walk in there and it's just pound town.
Yeah. That's how he says
That's
it
what he
is.
says. No.
Yeah, that's how he says
All right,
it is.
I'm not
Just
going.
downtown.
I'm not going.
I want to go.
I tell you can go.
You'll be scarred
that's
for
not
life.
That's what
true.
I keep asking him.
That's
How
not
can
right.
I just go? Can't you just tell him? Like,
Get
I'm
a
your
man
handler.
haircut.
Right?
Just walk in there and be like, oops, wrong room. And just
She's
walk
my
out.
emotional support animal.
Tell people you used to be.
What if I just... This is what I said. What if I say I identify as a man? How can you deny me?
You could be the towel lady.
Ouch.
Yes.
Towels?
Small
Towels.
hand
Smokes.
towels, cigars, cigarettes,
Cock ring.
lubrication.
You don't work here. Oh, gotta go.
No more cock rings for you.
It's my Halloween costume.
Oh, that would be a great Halloween costume, but you can't have anything around your neck like that.
Cigares.
Jello
everything.
shots? We
Anal
do.
ease,
Oh, we
butt
need to make
plugs.
the tray that has a bunch of candied cigarettes on there. Some little fucking, what are those little patties that your grandma would give you? The little peppermint? No, the butterscotch
Yeah.
candies and Jello shots.
Yeah.
And you
and
could
some
walk around.
Spanish fly.
Really? Yes. And
What
really
is this
tiny
Spanish fly?
short
That's
skirt. That's your new that's your
Boobs out.
costume. The cigarette girl.
I
Wasn't
love
the
it.
Spanish fly just bullshit?
I
It was
think.
a-
I heard rumors. I remember just hearing that when I was like a kid, because it used to be like in the magazines and stuff. Spanish fly. I'm like, I used to believe in it, but I'm just like,
feel
I always.
it was aspirin. I do.
Was it?
I feel like it was, I have a headache. Here, have a Spanish fly. Oh, I feel better. Yeah, you
And
should take
porn.
an aspirin.
My allergies are gone.
What's the Claritin?
I don't know. I think you can still buy it. I think.
Spanish fly?
Yeah.
I have some on the shelf.
Yeah, Shayna has some over there. But
Test
you
it
can
out.
go to the sex
Test it
stores
out.
and they sell it. They have it.
Well,
I mean,
they
I don't know
sell
what the
all
hell it
that
is.
shit.
It's just an essential oil. It's a
You
combination
know what really
of
works
whatever.
good is mushrooms.
Mushrooms,
They
Molly.
make me want to have sex. Well, I want to. Nothing makes me want to have sex.
Yeah.
I like having sex all the time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he'll be. I'm not sure if he will trust me on mushroom.
Trust you.
Before you, I
I'm a
did
poker,
all
I'm a
sorts of
prodder.
drugs,
You know?
and I've opened myself sexually way.
A
Like,
lot.
No, no.
With us, it's like the tamest that I've ever been.
No,
Whoa.
Oh.
painting or giving me something.
I would totally trust you.
Would you?
Yes.
How are you
I don't
on
trust
your
Mushrooms.
pain thing?
It's still there.
Yeah.
What Shane is talking about is, again, I never went to the doctors and never had it checked out because I don't care.
Right.
But I have a very high pain tolerance, and it's very like I'll be coming home from work and then I'll see spots of blood on me. I'm like, cut myself.
Yeah.
Gotta find it. Where is it?
Right.
The bad thing about having a high pain tolerance is it also affects other things. So, like what usually gets a guy off normally will take a lot longer for me because I don't feel it.
Right.
Like normal soft touches just feels like someone just rubbing my arm.
Yeah, tickling
I'm
me.
just like, eh. And so, yeah, it would definitely have to be a little bit rough.
Yeah.
But luckily with Johnny here, like with his big ass shoulders, like he has a tight grip.
Yeah. Yeah. He's strong. He is strong to begin with. That's what I was gonna ask. You got a little leather suit, some nice little leather slap off shorts with some little leather bondage when you're playing with it, Josh.
No, but he has
some.
he has the underwear that I'm like, bring that over here now.
Yes, I love that.
So, but for me, it was never a problem.
No.
So as long as we're all having fun, like
Yeah.
if I don't finish, then it's completely fine with me.
Right.
And this is where it really brought out a lot of insecurity out of people.
Yeah.
Being
Well,
with-
right,
being-
I
because
could see that.
it can appear insulting
Yeah.
if you don't finish
And I
in
don't
the
like me.
interaction.
And I can
Right.
always tell when it's about to happen because
Yeah.
everybody, when I first tell people this, and then all of a sudden the first thing is like, "Ooh, a challenge." I'm like, "Well,
yeah.
there's the first sign.
And
Here it comes."
Because they don't actually know what to expect from what you're actually looking for. And then when they say that shit to you, it's like, oh, whatever, bring on your pussy ass shit.
Yeah.
You don't even
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Then when I tell them, I was like, "Well, I hope you have like 4 hours
Yeah.
to fill," and then they're like, "Oh yeah, okay." And then when it happens, they're like, "Oh," and then. So yeah. So
and
I've
you
been,
didn't
I've
do
been
anything
with
to
women.
make them feel
yeah,
bad.
no,
You're telling
no.
the truth.
And I even
and
told
they
them
think
this.
their
Like, it's not.
cockiness understands
Yeah.
it when they don't.
But it always ends up with the woman is like, "I think you're into men. You're not into me." And same with men. It's like, "I think you're still with you're attracted
still in
with
your head and you're
ex-girlfriend
woman,
and
right?"
you're-
And
yeah.
it's like,
So
no.
I've been dealing with this.
You
and-
didn't smack me hard enough on the ass. Yeah, exactly. Because he needs the red handprint to be left. And then he's like, ooh, I felt that. That is tingly. And
Well-
not like tickly.
Well, no. I don't want to be like punched in the face.
No,
I don't want to.
no.
I don't want to do like all that stuff. I don't want to see blood.
Yeah,
Oh, that'll scare the crap out of me.
right.
I'm like, again, and since I have a hard time feeling it, I'm like, oh my god, I'm scared to look down.
Right.
But it's
It's even better now, though, because now I feel like Johnny, well, I'm going to say, I assume that Johnny meets all those needs because you guys have been together so long now. Mm-hmm. And then that makes it even safer for you because it's like, yeah, he knows. Like, we always tell everyone, do you have a safe word? And they think we're kidding. And it's like, no, man, it is important to have a safe word, especially when you have a high pain tolerance. You're getting, too far. You know what I mean? Pineapple. Okay, I'll back it down. You know, he knows. Doesn't mean it has to necessarily stop
yeah.
what's happening. It means just bring it back to where it was, you know? I feel like that's the purpose of a safe word, unless you're totally scared. Then you get your shit and you get out.
No means no.
Pineapple means pineapple.
Pineapple. Got a spumoni. When you switch safe words, you know you're in trouble. Okay.
And I think what's also what it's a lot slower. Like we definitely have a lot of more room to go.
Yeah.
But I think it's mainly because again we're not living with each other. Slowly, I think we're nesting because we're like looking at places now.
Yeah,
but because
good.
our schedules are so
Yeah, you're
completely
day and night.
opposite.
You work at
Weekends is our thing.
overnights, and
Like
he
when I'm
works
getting
during
up
the
for
day.
work, he's going to bed.
It's that commercial. Did you see that new coffee commercial? When like he's the security guard and she's the nurse and that's it. So she comes home and she's got his coffee made when he wakes up, and then when he comes home he's got her coffee made because she's going to work. That's you guys. You're on opposite.
Only
timelines.
it's Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. I love it.
And it's crazy because I'll be when I start waking up, it's like midnight, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like my bush baby eyes. I just started waking.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I am awake.
Yeah.
And I turn around and he's like snoring. He
Absolutely.
is done.
Well, that's why when you do find a place, you have to have that space. Well, and you do computer work, and so
Yeah.
you need to have your space to go and do your work. Yeah.
Oh, and that doesn't even bother me.
Are
I
you a
sleep-
hard sleeper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
That's
he's
Sean.
playing his game, he's watching something on TV.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
That
That's
would be
how
Sean.
it was.
When I worked at the bakery, because I'd get home sometimes at 8:00 at night, and then he'd be asleep by 8:30 because he had to be up 4 in the morning, and so it's like, and I'd do my nails, dry my hair, all in the same room, and he's just passed out sleeping the whole time.
If the only time I actually wake up is when he's getting into bed, because when he gets into bed, that's when I'm able to like
Get on him,
I have
right?
an hour. Okay, come
Huggle,
here.
yeah, huggle. That's what it is. Huggle.
Yeah, he
Cuddle
gets in
and
bed.
hug.
I'm like, what time is it?
Yeah.
He's like, it's 4. I'm like, good, an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Ah, I love it. I don't know how you stay up all night.
Oh, it's so nice. Well,
When you're by yourself,
I know
that's
what, but
probably
then
nice.
again, I also have, which a lot of people sometimes forget. I do have social anxiety. Not, I know for some reason. I guess I've always had these things, but now that I'm older, never really got checked out.
Right.
I learned how to
Deal with them.
Yeah, work with it. I found out that what I'd been doing because I went through like a public speaking class in college, and they say that nervousness you can use it as fuel
Right.
to be more talkative
Right.
while you're doing your speeches. And I just realized that's what I've been doing because the more nervous I get, the more
You
I
talk.
start talking.
Yeah.
But then again, there's a limit. I'm at that point where I could be social for a whole week, but the weekends I have to charge my batteries. Like
Yeah.
my brain just shuts down.
That's how I feel right now.
So that's why I hate now King Supers closes at midnight.
I know.
I hate
That's
it.
some
Sucks.
shit.
What
well, like
happened
even
to that?
us being up at even 3:34 in the morning. What about the freaking moms who need a store in the middle of the night? I mean,
And have
it's
come
just
to
not-
be comfortable or used to it.
Yeah.
You know, you can rely on King Supers. You can go there at 1, 2 in the morning and
Yeah.
know you can get Benadryl.
right.
Yeah, and that's because I did all my shopping at 2 in the morning,
Yeah.
and it was so nice. And
Only you and the stockers
even
in
though
the store. The
yeah,
stock
even
in the
though-
shelves. Yep.
even though like I don't like spend my time and with the car, like I know where I get and just in
Yeah.
and out. I went to King Supers yesterday, like maybe like at 1 in the afternoon, and I'm like overwhelmed.
Horrible.
Like I know where I'm going, I
Horrible.
could just bob and weave, but
Yep.
I it's worse than traffic for me.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where I even told Johnny, it's like if he's noticed, I have calluses on right here, but that's normal work. But right here, when my nails grow out, and when
'Cause
I
you
get social
clench.
anxiety, I clench.
You clench.
And I start like stabbing myself with
Yeah.
my own nails, which is why I try to keep my nails short.
Yeah.
But it's a thing. I can't, and I hesitate a lot. Even I could be doing like a really fun thing, like, hey Josh, we're gonna go to this one place, and it's all about you.
Yeah.
A part of me still has that hesitation, like, something's telling me just to sit down. And
Yeah.
so I'm late all the time for everything. So be happy that I came here like that.
I know you guys are on time.
You guys are early, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's usually me. I'm the one because, like, when it comes to being on time to things, that's the military and my
Oh, yeah.
grandfather beat that into me.
Yeah,
Where
punctual.
if I'm not half an hour early, I'm
You're late.
late.
That's
So
Sean.
like when he's like running behind, I'm like,
and then it's causing anxiety in you. That's so funny.
and he can tell when I do because I just get really tense.
Yeah.
He's paced. He does a lot of pacing.
I was gonna say, and he probably gets bigger.
I like,
Because
yeah, I
he's
tense
you
my
know?
shoulders up and I'm just like,
and then
Yeah.
you're like, okay, your posture changed. All right.
that happens a lot at the mall.
I love it though, but that's how
I
you guys
bet.
are helping each other though.
Yeah, because even like my neighbors who don't know about it will say like, "Yeah, we find it weird that when you get in your car, you just sit there for 5 minutes." It's like
Because you're
for
convincing
everything,
yourself
yeah.
to go. Put
And-
the keys
but-
in
but-
the car,
but-
Josh. We're leaving.
Isn't this not a fear? It's just like a voice in the back of my head is like, "Wouldn't it feel good just to sit down right now?"
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
not go
it
do
does
that.
feel good. But next thing, but again, when I tell these people this, a lot of people forget.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it just becomes like, "Oh, Josh is late again. What an asshole!"
Right.
And but I just accept it. I'm like, "Yep, I'm an asshole. and
I'm
blah,
late
blah, blah."
again.
But
And
deep
you're lucky
down, I'm
this
just like,
I
asshole
could leave
showed
if
up.
that would be better.
like I could make this a whole lot easier.
Yeah, I could just
Exactly.
leave.
So I even I think with Johnny's mom, I was late for my own birthday party.
Oh, she was pissed.
She hated it.
And Johnny's just like, he'll be here. He'll be here. Don't
Well, no, he
worry.
was with
It's
me.
the same.
Oh, yes.
But I was getting the text. Okay, so what's going on? You're supposed to be here at 6. It's now 6:07. I'm like,
God.
we're almost there.
And always 7 minutes. It's like you start panicking when it's almost an hour
30,
we're late.
yeah.
Right?
Even
Like,
30, I
okay,
give you
now
that.
30 minutes after, yeah, I would say that after 30 minutes something happened. Are you okay? Are you not
Right.
coming?
Mm-hmm.
Did something change?
Like, she was so mad. She was about to just say, never mind. I'm
oh
done.
gosh, you're like, Mom.
But then again, I'm so used to this, and then so I just came in and we were about to order. Goes like, "Hibachi girl," and he's like, "Are you guys ready?" And then I was like, let's wait another 15 minutes. And she did not like that answer.
She just went, she gave the mom look. Every look that a mom has where you're just like, ugh.
You know what? You're gonna help his mom. You are. You're gonna help.
He's
his mom.
going to give her a stroke.
Yeah.
He had to warn her about me.
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't jump.
And I
My-
usually do have to warn.
My mom loves Sean more than me.
Well, that's not my fault.
It's true. It's like, man, we don't argue often, and early in our relationship, I would go, "Mom, this happened, that happened," and she'd be like, "Oh, Shayna, you know, we need to just give him some time. We need to love." And I'm like, "Who in the hell are you? Where is my judgmental mother? Get that lady out here now. I
You're
want
supposed
talk
to be on my
her."
side.
Right. This
No.
is not the mother I wanted.
Even to this day, still on his side. And that's what I look at. She's like, "How's it going?" I said, "What does it matter? You're going to tell me I'm wrong." I don't even, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Just
But
fucking
you
hunky-dory.
Go talk to your favorite son-in-law.
And then we hug her and
Yeah, you laugh.
True story. Well, you know what? I just think that you see the potential in people and you love them for that. And your family loves Josh, I'm sure, 100%.
Oh, definitely.
Do they like that you're late all the time? No. Are you
No.
going to help
You know
them?
what, though? They will start to build freaking events around you.
You will. They'll,
They
My-
will.
my brother finally did.
Holidays
Yeah.
and everything. People will start because this is not something you're making up. This is a real
Yeah.
thing. And so it's like, if you truly love me, then you will
You
work
accept
with
me.
me at that thing. And I'm gonna be an hour late, or 40 minutes, or half an hour, or even 7 minutes late. So you better have some hors d'oeuvres, right? You better make
It better have a
plan.
bar.
Yes, exactly.
But my brother finally did.
Good.
Because he wanted to go horseback riding, and he lives in Estes Park. And he's like, "Okay, we're gonna go horseback riding at 1:00." I'm like, "Got it." Of course, what time do I show up? I show up at 1:30.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and all of a sudden I just see my sister there, my brother there, and they were laughing at me. And then all of a sudden when I got out, I was like, "I'm sorry," blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden he was like, "Don't worry, because it's at like 2:30.
Yes!
Like, I knew you
That
were going to
is-
do this.
that is
I'm just like,
perfect.
"Oh."
Thank
That's
you.
someone who cares about
It's
you.
like, ah.
That
Yeah.
is someone who
That's
cares.
usually what I
But
do
Then
now.
you have that thought, shit, I had an hour.
Yeah,
He's like, "You should have told me that. I'm going to sit in the car."
You should have told me that.
That's
I've been here at
why
3.
I'll pick and choose when I want to use that as well.
Do you? Yeah.
Depending on the
don't
event.
use it all the
No,
time.
use it when it's important.
Yep, and
Yeah, you
that's-
use it when it's important.
Rest of
And
the time,
it's critical that we're there on time, so I'm going to tell you an hour or plus earlier so that you
Don't
have your
tell him
time. No.
Don't
Yeah.
say, "Listen, I'm going to
No,
tell
yeah,
you an
no,
hour."
yeah,
No,
I
you
know.
don't tell him
Yeah.
that, but you just have that.
Like,
in
I
your
was
head.
shocked this morning.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Because when I texted him, he's like, "Yeah, we'll be there," and I was like, "Whoa, okay."
Like, because I woke up and it was like 7:45. He was ready. I'm like,
What's
what-
happening?
Like,
What?
where am I?
What are you doing?
Is it Monday?
Well, then
Did
again,
I miss a day?
I also,
Have you been up all night?
no.
Oh,
I went
good
straight
for
to
you.
bed. Like, I think I got home like maybe at 1 in
Yeah.
the morning, and I just passed
to
out.
Yeah.
I was like, I could stand. Go, what was it? Again, I forgot her name. Darcy Lynn. There
Yes.
we go.
That was
Why did you say
Did
like
you just turn into a robot?
I just saw the name in front of me, and I was like trying to.
He had to
pronounce
reboot.
It.
Yeah, what the hell?
He had a little bit of a buffer. The Wi-Fi didn't fully catch.
I mean, my hotspot's slow, but damn.
That was amazing. Darcy.
Oh, you
Lynn.
guys are so great, man. I freaking love you. I'm so glad you guys came over today.
Definitely.
You gotta come back again, be on here again. You guys should just be my gay
Ooh,
gurus.
but what? I don't know.
The
Did
gay
you learn
crew?
anything? Because that's the thing. Like, I wanted on this day, because it just feels like let's just hang out. But I don't feel like I could really teach anything.
I think we
Well,
have taught
I don't want it to.
I think
already.
that I think that you'll be surprised at how much people learn from the things that we believe we know that means nothing.
Right.
Oh.
Well, and it's a lot of just about relating to someone. Somebody is going to listen to this and relate to what we talked about. Relate to your story. Relate to your story. Relate to ours. I mean, you relate, and then it's like, yeah, I'm not a lone weirdo out here
Totally.
living life like this. You know, and then when you meet people who are doing it and are practicing it well, you know, then it's even more encouraging because it's like, yeah, absolutely. Like Jennifer sat here and she grew up in a town where there were no lesbians, where she never even thought it was okay to be in a same-sex relationship. And then she moved and she started seeing things and was like, oh my gosh, people are doing that and they're doing it well. Like, they have nice houses, they have nice cars, they're not being beaten and bludgeoned in the road, you know what I mean? And so now she's doing it, and now she's happier than she's ever been before in her entire life, which is when you're happy, everyone around you feels that wake, right? And then it just spreads the happiness wave to the next person and the next person and the next person. And that is what I've seen happen with you, because I only know Johnny because of you. But when I met you, you were not happy.
Oh, no.
And now you're like 360 degrees and you're just like yourself. You're empowered. You're living what you want and you're doing what you want. And come on.
Yeah.
I can
And
feel
guess-
how happy you guys are.
And I guess, if anything, once you start realizing, like, this whole world is very hypocritical.
Yes.
Once you see that, don't get angry at it.
Nope.
Just laugh at it.
Blow it off.
Now you
And
see
go live your life the way you want to live
now
it.
you see the guy behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
laugh it
Oz,
off
right?
and just like, what am I doing? Get
Yep.
up and do your thing.
Do your thing.
Uh,
No, you don't even have to tell anybody about it. Just live
Yeah,
your
just
life.
do it.
Live your life happy and live it how you want. And then other people are going to be like, why are you happy? And be like, why are you miserable?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That
Why are you
becomes
not?
the question. And then I break up your relationship and shake up your whole life and you still want to be my friend.
Yep.
That's what I do.
And that's why and a lot of people just stare at us like they were like, because I have a friend that's just like me. She's like a female lesbian version of me, and she's like, I'm just like you, but somehow you attract to somebody who's very giving. Like, I thought we repel people like that. I'm like, we do.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is some freak thing that just happened between us.
Nah.
Like, he
Made
has
for
a
you.
defensive block.
Well, no, I've actually changed a lot because, like, when we first got together, I was that complete sap, hopeless romantic,
Right.
and that's actually all I dated were people like that.
Ah.
So when I started dating you and seen that, I was like, "What the hell is this? Like,
What a
Right.
freak! You're such an asshole. I just told you something sweet."
Yeah.
I still have those moments.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean,
But
it's-
he catches me before I even say anything. So he'll be like, "You look really good today." Gay, I know. Shut up.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's just like, yeah.
That's good, though.
But again, that's all right. I love you.
Yep.
You learned instead of got offended and split.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like,
And whatever.
Even though I know how uncomfortable he gets with my romance, I see he's already done that for me. So
Yeah.
it's like it'd be completely unfair to hold him to my standard, but not vice versa.
And if you look at your guys' relationship, you both have grown
Definitely.
so much grown. You've grown because you're not just cynical all the time, and you're not just sarcastic all the time, and
Just
you're
most of the time.
and you're more
It's very
relaxed.
early. Yeah, it's very early in the morning. Just wait.
He's
That's
still
true. The later it gets,
We should have waited to start
I'm
recording.
still sleepy.
we should do a late one.
Right,
a late
we
night
should.
one.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, where
Because
am I? And
you
flip the
are
table.
a lot saucier.
He's gonna listen to this and be like, "Who was that? Who were you with?"
He's like, I was
That guy
sleeping.
sounds gross.
He sounds really gay.
He sounds really gay.
He's so sensitive.
I think I love that the most about Josh, though, because you do that all the time, and you have since I've known you. I mean, just been that personality, and it's funny. Because
Yeah, and
now,
a lot of people follow me
yeah,
because they're like, "You're an asshole, but I like you." And I'm just like, well, I don't,
Okay.
and for me, I don't like to be preachy.
yeah.
But it's like, but people get inspired by me. Like, please don't,
Please don't.
don't
not
follow
even
my
sure what I'm
footsteps.
doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. Well,
I'm
just
lucky
guessing.
I got up and got dressed this morning, and I
You're
had
lucky I
put
showed up.
underwear on. Right.
I'm wearing jeans. I have pants on.
That's the best. Will you guys come back on this show again?
Definitely.
We'll talk about more stuff that's going on. We should come on and talk about the Halloween party after it's over.
Yeah, we'll do a recap or something.
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do some videos from
Should we
there.
do a prize? Best
prize?
costume?
No, how do you even judge that?
Who does that?
Who decides?
Oh, I'll
Well, this
judge.
is the
you
problem.
go
is
right
that-
ahead and
The
you have
judge-
your
I'm
own private
shit,
contest.
Shit. Okay.
I think
I
that's
should- I
the
should get out of
first time I've heard your like gay voice, and I fucking love it.
And that's me. And that's me mocking.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's like I'll embrace the style if only I can make fun of it.
I'm into that, but I can't like. There's gonna be so many people here.
Yeah.
You want to
I
run
can't
that?
be
You
in
can totally do it.
Yeah, maybe
You're on your own.
You can do it. We have the PA. We have a microphone. You can talk into it.
Yeah,
Whatever
maybe
we
like
need.
your
Totally.
your birthday gift. Maybe do like a little. I'll probably just gather up a little package.
How about this?
Do
If
your
you
thing.
win, you get to come to the next party.
You're welcome.
Right. Exactly. That's our contribution
Contribution.
to your contest.
But I love it. I love the idea of it. But
If at any point during the night when it's really full, you want a microphone to say you're all being judged right now, and within the next 1 hour, someone will be given a prize. You go right for
It shouldn't
it.
even be
That'd
like
be
a first
funny.
place. It should just be like the person who wins the I hate it costume goes
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
it's not a bad idea, though.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea.
Even if you have to wear the dick face mask and you wear it all night, you should get a prize for that because that will
You're
chill
gonna
the
be
shit
so
out
itchy.
of your face.
So itchy.
The biggest dick of the night is dick face.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay, I say we'll officially announce it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We'll put it on the Halloween page
Yeah.
to the folks that are coming, all 90 of them.
So all you out there who don't have your shit together, you better get your costume in the works.
Because you're going to be judged.
Because when
Yeah.
I shopped for you when I was at that store, I was just like, oh, there's just so much stuff here. What should I get? What should I get? It's like
love
filling
it.
up a basket.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't want to give a basket of crazy shit to someone who's like, oof.
Right.
Well, then don't wear an awesome costume if you don't want a basket full of kinky shit.
Is this a car battery?
Yeah.
it won't
Where do
burn
you
you.
Oh, your
connect
nipples.
these?
It won't burn you. No, right? It's fine.
What is-
Tested and approved.
Yeah.
Don't
What is
use it with
E-stem?
water. If she's a squirter, don't use that.
A tarp?
Right.
Yes, a tarp. Oh, waterproof sheets? Yes, please. That's so funny. All right, you guys. Are you ready?
I'm always ready. I'm
All right,
having
baby.
awesome.
You're half awesome?
I'm having awesome. I was saying I'm having awesome time, but then it came out. It just yes. I'm ready.
And who's the robot now?
His CD's skipping. He's not a robot.
Those Coronaritas are for real.
For real.
Yeah.
They're for real.
That's you and not. That's sad with you and tequila.
Oh, I know.
I almost brought Avion
What is
espresso.
that? Avion? That's
No.
water.
No,
You're
it's
pronouncing it wrong.
no, it is a tequila, but it's an espresso.
Oh, the coffee flavored one? I've
that's
tried
so
that.
good.
That is good.
No.
I'll
that
do
should
the
be-
little like half shot, which we did. At
I
the,
know, but then you'll be all wired up tequila with coffee.
The punches will be coming so much faster.
Yeah, you'll be just running down the street punching people.
My arms will be like 10 feet long.
Just run and
See a
punch.
child.
Oh, she'll punch a baby.
Won't we all, though?
Especially on coffee tequila. Don't bring your babies around.
I can throw you so high.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my god.
Greatest visual right there. Just walking up, punching a baby.
I've had enough of you, baby.
You are being too loud.
Looking at me, baby eyes.
Your little baby face. Your little goose and gauze.
Don't you brush your hair.
Get a job.
Oh, I feel like we're being really mean to babies, but I'll punch one. Please don't let your baby listen to this podcast.
And don't hit babies.
No, never.
We do not
Never
endorse.
shake a baby.
No.
Gentle shake.
No,
Gentle
don't
shake.
shake
Don't
them.
shake.
You punch them before you shake.
In the armpit.
Yeah, right in the armpit.
Whatever.
Just doesn't leave a mark.
All right. That's funny. All right. Until we meet again.
Whew.
Yes.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.